was hidden. Tokara's care from divine eyes forbidden. The destinies unyielding used it both in snare. Enslaved by the tribe of Snake, in anguish they would share. Raya, son of gods, child of despair, wander through the sorrow, through the pain, with Fang at your heel, your only friend. Together you roll till vengeance ends. She was his guide, she was his light. Torn away one fateful night, he was left in a cage, alone under the sun. His spirit bent, but not undone. Years of silence, years of strain, till whispers brought news of her again. Raya, son of gods, child of despair, wander through the sorrow, through the pain, with Fang at your heel, your only friend. Together you roll till vengeance ends. On the cliff's edge, where the world seems to end, he looked down where the waters break. The void called deep and wide, but a yapping pup stood by his side. Life held him back from the leap. In that moment, his resolve did keep. Together they roamed under star and sun, wolf at his side, two as one through forest deep and mountains high, searching for the reasons why. For Korvax, whose heart knew no grace, his cruelty sent her to her final place. Raya, son of gods, child of despair, wander through the sorrow, through the pain, with Fang at your heel, your only friend. Together you roll till vengeance ends. So fate will turn for justice, for Kamahitos yearn. With a heart forged in agony and torment, he will rise, vengeance to claim. Through trials and through woe, he'll endeavor, her memory remembered forever.
Last time was session 96. In the morning, Sylphie commissions Tallow to make her a better set of carving tools in exchange for some of her gems. After she leaves, Uka comes to meet him and shows off the cloth she traded for, also informing him she'll be staying here until the baby is born. He tells her he'll need to speak with Spirits to get permission to build a forge here. Tallow enters Asadi's tent, where she and some of her aides are conversing with Spirits, and makes this request, as well as pondering the idea of getting more people to learn forging. They discuss its use for trade with allied tribes and grant Tallow permission to construct the forge and acquire some apprentices. Tallow then presents Spirits with the prototype of a new piece of equipment he has created, a bracer. After the meeting, Spirits seeks out Lena to ask her to accompany them through the rest of the journey. He finds her grinding up herbs in a primitive mortar and pestle, and offers to help Rioth with making potions on the way. Spirits goes around the party and collects their pots to get them filled. Igor notices this bracer Spirits is wearing and ponders whether they can embed one of Spirits' gems into it and imbue it with an enchantment. The party packs up and sets off onto their next trek. After a few hours of walking, they come across what looks like a territory border stone, marked with symbology of bovines. Lena points out this is the border to the Buffalo tribe, which is not very friendly to outsiders. She's been here once before, and it was not a pleasant visit. Sylphie spots a herd of bovines grazing in the distance, as well as some unknown contraptions. The party enters the territory, holding up the diplomacy banner to avoid conflict. Suddenly, a man with a large beard dressed in straw clothing raises up from the grass. Gruffly warns them to stay where they are and identify themselves. He kicks a boy sitting next to him, and the kid runs off. Spirits speaks with the man and explains their presence, but the man is on guard since Lena's there. According to him, the Lion tribe has tried stealing their cattle on occasion, and therefore he doesn't trust them. He identifies himself as Grimwolf, walks over to a buffalo and mounts it, telling them he will be escorting them to his chieftain and not to get into any funny business. He groups the cattle together and begins herding them towards his encampment. They reach the gate, which they notice is too low for them to pass through at full height, and are met by armed people with some hostility. Met by armed people with the same hostility Grimwolf showed them. He tells them off by having a shouting match with the ringleader, concluding by Grimwolf headbutting the guy and guiding them inside. The camp is bustling with many different crafts. Spirus asks about their metal craft, and Grimwolf explains they work with anything they can dig out of the mountain. But recently, their dig sites have been harassed by serpent warriors. He takes the party into the mountain and asks to keep the harpy in check. They've been a pest to them in the past and wants to be sure this one is kept under control. After a decent walk through a carved hallway, they enter a large room with a table where they'll speak with the elders. Sylvie is very uncomfortable in this enclosed space. Grimwolf walks off to a side room, and some shouting and muffled thumps later, he returns with a number of elders. One of them, who turns out to be Grimwolf's father, ascends to the throne, and Grimwolf takes a seat in the chair just beside him, but slightly lower. Sylphie spots shinies on the elder and zeroes in on them, so Eager instantly grabs a hold of her as instructed by Spirus. He takes her out of the room to calm down, and the conversation continues. Spirus negotiates the alliance and possible trade, and the elder, named Thorian Wolfsbane, is receptive to the idea. He identifies his people as dwarves and asks to take a moment to debate with his fellow elders. He momentarily leaves and returns with a number of crude chests filled with furs, pottery, and other miscellaneous items. Spirus meets his produce with the vessels of food they brought with them, but Thorian seems more interested in the cart. They come to agree on trade when Rioth presents his potions as another possible tradable item. The talks reach their end as the day comes to a close, and Grimwolf invites them to attend their feast. And now we're here. We
In
actually have a map of
Dwarfland.
this. Whoa.
Yeah, why am I getting heavy StarCraft vibes?
Are we in the
When's
medieval ages already? What?
Damn, the
when's
dwarves
the
outraced
Zerg
us.
coming?
Or just straight up Age of Empires or something.
I don't know. I think we skipped a few ages.
Guys, I think we're gonna get zerged any second now.
Yes. Thank you for the intro. You have earned your eye.
Yippee. I'm
It
fully loaded on
is-
inspiration.
The afternoon. As you are. What are you doing here in the last few hours while the feast is being prepared?
I would be off to the side reading the scroll, trying to finish that up.
Mhm.
Unless Sylphie comes over with the diamond. If she
Currently,
doesn't, then
Sylphie
I'm reading the
is,
scroll.
Currently, Sylvie is uh, refilling her freedom quota by flying around in the sky.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm off on the side somewhere with Fang reading the scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And Eager is profusely apologizing to anyone Sylphie is inconveniencing.
Lena will try to let them be. Try to show them that she's not here to steal and stuff.
Oh, yes, that's right, because they hate her.
Well,
hate
they
you
don't
because-
hate her, they mistrust her.
Right.
So
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
yes.
Spirits would be going to the kitchens, wouldn't he be?
Yes,
Wouldn't
yes,
he?
I would. I would be attempting to help with making the food.
Or show them up.
We don't know how dwarves do cooking yet, and I'd personally like to know a thing or two from
Go and have another cook-off.
them.
Oh God.
It's just an oh god mode.
your theme song playing in the background as a montage as we're doing.
Trained my whole life for this moment.
It's not his music playing in the background right now,
No, I know.
but it might when. God damn it, we're going to the cooking scene.
Already? I feel like we could have waited a little bit before the cooking scene. I'm sure everybody else would need some time to do something.
True,
Well,
true.
we're just doing we're
I'm
just
just talking
doing
about.
stuff. Yeah,
Lena is
we've
trying
said what
not
we're doing.
to be seen as a thief. Sylvie
Ex-
is
Actually,
lying.
the way I will do that,
I think you're stuck with
I
me.
will look if anyone of the dwarves looks like they are ancient. Do they have
Oh, okay.
do they have need for any healing or stuff like that? And then I will make myself friend of them with helping them with the
I don't know
wounded.
if they if they mistrust you. It's like, oh yeah, just let you near the most injured people and just go in and break their legs and stuff.
It's going straight into the fucking book. Anyways.
So offer my help for help the injured. To show
So yeah,
them that I give, not take.
it's like technically Spirus is his thing is the most active out of all of us. So
How the fuck am I the most active right now? This is crazy. Why does this keep happening?
well, if you're gonna have a cook-off, then yeah, it's the most active.
I want to know how they do their cooking, and then after that, I was planning on either teaching them a thing or two, or outright just we all cook together.
Well, there is one thing that I would like to inquire about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so actually, there's two things I want to inquire about. One is, have I seen any sort of any either religious buildings or religious people?
Roll me a perception check for that.
All right.
Hit him with it. Hit him with that natural 20.
I mean, this building seems religiously.
With my +0.
Hit him with the natural 20. Fuck the plus. That don't mean nothing. Okay, maybe it means
I'll
something.
use
Ain't no natural 20.
I'll use a luck point.
Sprinkle that luck in.
That's
Yeah.
not
No.
any better.
Fuck.
How's
In
your
fact,
luck
that's
worse than
worse.
last time?
I still get to choose. Remember, I still get to choose, but it doesn't matter because it's still shit.
Yeah. Can I add
There
them
is-
together?
No. As you walk around, you find yourself lost in the in between buildings, as all of them seems the same.
All right. Question number 2. What kind of state is the armor of the guards in? Do they have metal armor? Like full on metal?
A few does, but that's again that was the guards inside the hall you were
Hmm.
at up here.
Right,
Like
the
the high
elite
ranking
guard.
ones.
The elite
The high
guard.
ranking, the elite and high ranking guards are. Most of the other guards are usually wearing, depending on if they had paid themselves either in resources or other favors to get metallic equipment, so to speak. Most are either using a gambeson or a gambeson with like a hardened leather carcass on top, so to speak.
Right.
The ones inside had metal armor and that as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Also like full breastplates or like
Mhm.
pauldrons,
Breastplate, pauldron,
cod pieces.
not cod pieces really. It was more of a mixture of half. The best description I can give is half plate.
All right.
Mm. And it's like metal that we didn't know.
Most of them are actually dressed in bronze.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So does metal we're aware
Alright.
of.
Apparently, a plentiful material to them.
You have also seen something that's much more gray in color, but you're not entirely sure what that is.
Hmm.
Um, as you're walking around.
Hmm.
But the fun part about it all is that most of the guards you're seeing are wielding long spears or spears with axe heads attached to them.
Albert.
Ooh.
Halberds.
Interesting. Um. Well, that was the two questions I was planning to ask. So if someone else has something to do, go ahead.
Spirits' cook-off.
Do we go to Spears' cook-off then?
Yeah. With him going, was it Super Saiyan, just stirring away.
If you're gonna hype this up, it's gonna be an at one. Feeling it in my bones. I'm feeling it in my bones right now.
One
Use the
day,
birthday 20, bro.
Spiris, you will have expertise in cooking utensils.
I gotta sit down and actually do that. Oh shit.
I was gonna say, you got a birthday 20 to burn, bro.
I do. I do.
So do I. I
Just
counter
put the-
his birthday twin with my own.
Put the
That-
dwarves to shame. That's alright, then you wasted on just a cooking montage, so I'm fine with that.
Ah,
Burn your birthday 20 on a cooking montage.
Jesus Christ.
So,
as you walk through the halls are not as high as they are in the grand halls, as you're following or are being guided through some of the lower halls into a separate hall room where you can hear the sizzling of meat, the stirring of pots.
I'm assuming it smells
And-
really good.
Yes,
Yes.
smells good.
Excellent.
Oh, they probably cook with buffalo meat, and we don't know that smell.
I'm strangely imagining, like, Looney Tunes, I am hovering with the scent going into my nose.
We can say you do that, and you see how a lot of dwarves just like walk onto you, just looking at you weirdly. At this flaming figure just flowing through the smoke and steam that is around them, just like, what the fuck?
What the hell's going on?
What are you doing, you crazy flame man?
Smell food. Mm. I guess I get there then.
You arrive into the grand kitchen hall, where you see around 30 dwarves working. With different assortment of tasks of cooking. You
How
see
many
a
how many so-called ovens are there?
That's actually a really good question.
run me a perception check if you
I-
want to see all that there is to see in here.
Come on, do better. You can do better than me. You have actual wisdom.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't hype up a roll that could be a fuck up. We never do that.
And you know what an oven is
See-
now because there was one
I do know
back
what
at
it is, but 10.
yeah.
You know what a primitive oven is? This
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
these
yeah.
one
This would be.
seems large and well
Mm.
crafted with cut stone.
But at least he knows what it is, sort of thing. But it's just
Yes.
more.
He can like recognize the usage, and also with dwarves walking between the ovens, taking something out, putting something in, turning something over.
Mm.
I feel like Spears would take a minute just to take in the sight of just so many dwarves cooking. I'm sure it all looks really cool.
You see dwarves who are making dough. You see dwarves who are turning spits over fire. You see dwarves chopping up different assortment of vegetables. And is that a glowing mushroom?
Fucking what? I guess try and ask one of the dwarves, would it be okay if I were to help you guys cook?
You see dwarf like look up at you in shock because they were so focused on their job that they're just like, huh?
I'm sorry.
There's also just a man made of fire
Man made a
talking to him.
fire. I can help with the cooking.
That would probably freak him out a bit as well.
You see this bulbous dwarf walking over
Mm-hmm.
with a small cap on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with like this big apron that's like stained after years of use. Like you can see different stains that had like stained the leather itself
Yeah.
of a different assortment of color. And he
Sorry,
like
I'm sorry. What did you say this dwarf was?
bulbous, like
Bulbous.
he is very
Oh,
fat,
bulb.
Big boy.
Oh, rotund.
Yeah,
Rotund.
rotund.
Big lad.
rotund.
He
He's
is
a
a
little fat
lad.
boy.
rotund.
He is oh lad, he coming.
Oh boy, he come. Anyways,
Okay, what the fuck are you and what are you doing in my kitchen?
word to explain. One, to help you cook. And learn how you guys cook and also help. Just want to cook something.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Till I see what you can do, you can go and chop some of the vegetables.
I can start with that.
I ain't trusting you with any of the steaks or any of the meat till I see what you can do. And I'm too busy to give you a trial of fire for now.
You're rolling. I understand. I mean, what random chef would trust some fucking crazy fire guy walking into his kitchen?
This is a job interview.
I'm being interviewed for a job, guys. I'm not coming back.
Bro, you got the janitor job of the kitchen.
You are basically put in front of a table that is too low for you to stand at properly. So you would need to kneel at it to actually use it for chopping.
Guess I'm kneeling. You gotta do the job right. Maybe I will need alcohol today. Anyways, he wants me to chop whatever the fuck. I'm a chop.
I'm a chopper.
I'm a chop.
A young dwarf that hasn't really grown a full beard yet walks over with a basket
Mhm.
and a set of well-polished knives and sets it next to you.
What material?
Yeah, I am curious what material. I probably don't know the material that well.
It is reddish in color, the
Ooh.
knife blade.
Thank you.
Do you recognize it as copper? or something different.
Do you remember what your braces was made out of?
I believe it was bronze, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah.
So there's a bronze knives.
Yes.
Nice. I feel like there's always going to be this facial expression of amazement at everything that like they make, and he's given at least a little look at it. Because all of it, I'm sure, looks really fucking good and well made.
It does. Like you see that you're like being putting at one post of like of the center table where everything is being chopped up and cut.
Yes.
You're being put on the side where all the other dwarves are chopping vegetables, and on the opposite side you can see them chopping meat.
Mm.
Roll me a cooking roll.
You're being slotted into the cooking line.
I am now part of the cooking line, and I will give it my best. Wisdom? Question mark.
What?
What is
Remember,
what trait is he using for the cooking utensils?
He is right now using Dex.
Not my
Because
strongest.
this is your height. It's your hand-to-eye coordination right now.
Fair enough. Not my strongest, but I'll give it a shot. Normal roll.
Don't lose a finger.
8. Not
Well,
very
fuck.
dexterous.
There go your fingers.
That's fine.
Again, it's because you're like you're on your knees bending over a table where you don't have much cutting.
It's not a
good
very
cutting
comfortable position.
No.
Hmm.
It's a little bit rough, your cuts, but they'll do. As you're filling up small balls of the cut vegetables, as you fill them up, someone comes over and takes them away, takes a look at them for a moment, just shakes their head and like walks over to the grill. Where they're either being put on for grilling or further processing for the. There is one thing you actually do see. You see this giant cauldron.
Ooh.
Like it's under. It goes like up to your nose size cauldron from the floor.
God. Wait, when I'm standing up?
Yes,
God
when you're standing
damn.
up.
It's a big fucking cauldron, but there's probably a lot of people they feed here. So understandable.
Do they have like a step ladder that goes up to it?
100%. They
Yeah,
have to.
they would need it.
No, it's not a step ladder. It's
It's full on scaffolding.
Yes, it's a full-on scaffolding,
Oh my god.
retractable scaffolding. Because you can see the hanging from the ceiling inside this giant half, where it's like hanging from a chain with like a metal arm that can.
Be
As you
swiveled.
look, no, it's not shuffling. As you're looking at it, it has something with wheels on it.
Blink. What?
And you see it all is made out of metal.
Oh my god, they have levies.
It's fucking gears.
How were they so surprised by the carts?
But
If
they
have
had
gears.
they have gears and whatnot, but they hadn't thought about it to use it for something so simple.
Hmm.
They're overthinking stuff. That's
They're
why.
overthinking and not using it for the most mundane things. Happens
That's
to the
so smart.
greatest of us.
This is why you need stupid people like us.
Exactly.
Simulates
But
the
you,
chopping noise.
as you also see, you see the other dwarves around you, do like really, really smooth cutting. Like we're talking about, from the highest ranking kitchen chefs, where they're like doing super fast cutting. Like
Like these guys are actual Michelin chefs.
Yes. They have maybe spent a century in the kitchen. Let's just say it like that.
I can tell they would definitely be a lot better than what Spirits would be in normal circumstances.
But you still are also one who is experienced because of your experimentation and wanting to be better. So what they might be a little bit more lax in learning all the skills of trade, you are in a more of a hurry to learn all the skills of a trade.
Yes.
Yeah. So you experiment more
Eh,
because you don't live as long.
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, they'd outlive me 3 times, maybe 4 times.
Yeah, they can take their time developing stuff.
So whereas they stick with the more well-known recipes, you're more risky with your experiments.
But anyways, I've cut the veggies.
Veggies. You may roll again.
Right. Round 2, electric boogaloo. I'm assuming another dexterity.
You may choose to use your wisdom in this potential.
I would prefer wisdom.
You're allowed to use your wisdom here.
You take
Starting
him,
to figure out the cutting potential of these wood knives.
But also
Yeah, I was
because
say, like,
he's
you're slower, taking your time more.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
he slows
thinking
down a
about
little
it
bit
more.
instead of he's basically, instead of trying to use muscle memory, which might, isn't at the same level at all as the dwarves around him, he like studies their technique and like starts copying it.
Mm.
Just
Getting
not
more
at
flow.
their speed.
Fast,
Yeah.
fast learner, taking my time though. Starts out rough, gets better. That's how everything is.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, same chef dwarf walks over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're done here.
Hmm?
You've done a good work.
Thank you.
You can go and help at the meat aisle. We have plenty of meats that need cutting now.
I'll do my best.
Oh boy, if you fuck this up.
I'll just
You just get kicked out of the kitchen.
if I get kicked out, like, listen, you can throw me back down to the veggies. I'll figure it out. Just give me time.
You shall promise. A little rough but promising with your first veggie cut, but you learn fast on how to handle them. He says as he like walks you over to another station on the opposite
Well,
table.
one of the few things I did for fun was cooking for the tribe, so
Hey. Any specialties you wish to share?
I'm still in honesty, I'm learning a lot different types. So
That is fair.
what was it? We focused more on like spicing and
Stew.
seasoning ours
And stew.
and stews.
Seasoning? What do you mean by seasoning?
So like adding special types of plants, either grounded up and then spread onto the food adds more flavor.
You have your herbalism kit on you at all times,
I
right?
always do.
We only have one thing we really can season with here.
And that being, he's gonna say salt, isn't he?
He pulls out a small red-brown piece of rock.
Red
They just eat rocks.
brown. They eat rocks.
It looks like a rock at first, but you can see that it's
Is it brittle?
it's very brittle, and you can also see that some of it has actually been grinded off it off.
Ah, rock salt.
Mm. What's that?
This here, my friend, is something that's going to blow your mind. It's rock salt.
Rock salt.
Yes.
So first and foremost, just a quick question. We're not familiar what salt is, period.
No.
Okay.
Bro, you eat rocks? What the fuck?
So, I'm open to the idea, but you eat rocks?
No. This is crystallized salt from the ground itself, dug out of the mountains down below.
Okay. The old gears are a-turning.
You see him like take his knife out, like do a little
Scrape.
scrape of it, and picks it up with his finger,
Mhm.
and come out with your tongue.
Sticks out tongue.
He drizzled salt down onto your tongue.
It tastes like salt.
Yeah.
Which is, I would assume, slightly weird to Spears.
Yes.
Yeah, especially if you've never had it before. You're like, "Bleh, bleh, whoa."
Yeah.
Face all fucking.
Yeah, pure salt is not a very pleasant flavor.
Interesting.
It's good in food. It helps preserve it, and it also grants. It's also actually it's important in your nutritional values. We have found out.
I don't think Spears knows what nutritional values are. He just knows that
No.
people
No.
eat well, they are well.
Have you never wondered why some animals lick certain rocks?
I don't think I've seen animals lick certain rocks. But go on.
It's because they can't get all the things they need from the grasses they eat. Then they go and lick certain rocks, like this one, to get what they need.
Interesting.
And before you'd ask, yes, it's because our oxen are doing it. We learned it.
I see. Huh. You learn so much in such little time.
Eh? So, you got any spices you wish to share?
Pulls out herbalism kit.
Where do you want to start?
Where do we want to start? I'm assuming you would have an idea of the assortment of spices and shit Spears would have, and herbs.
You would have some. You don't really have a name for some of the herbs. It's just like, oh, this is sour roots.
This is pretty good. I think this works on certain things. I like this one personally.
Are you describing what changes they bring to the flavor?
I feel like Spears would have a hard time explaining it, but he'd certainly give it his best.
You can just let him taste it.
Well, yeah, he'd let him have a taste and see if he
You
likes
see him like take a sample of each.
Mhm.
Not some of them he will like give a small nod. Okay, listen up.
Mhm.
As can I borrow some of your collection here?
As long as I can borrow some of that rock salt.
We can make a deal.
Seems-
He offers his hand.
I shake his hand. Confused, but shake
Oh.
his hand.
Plus, is this the fat dude that was talking to him earlier?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the head chef.
From cook to
Mm.
cook.
It's like, oh, now you like me. Right, okay.
I don't think Spears would appreciate some random stranger walking into what he's doing cooking and being like, hey, I want to help you. It's like, oh, just do some of the side stuff for now, and we'll see where you go from there.
He then guides you over to the cutting table where you can see there stripping meat of carcasses, or in some cases doing further processing of meat and chopping it up into either smaller dice pieces or strips,
Hmm.
or arranging them on spits.
Do they also do like trimming?
Trimming, you mean of cutting off fat?
Yeah, the trimming the fat layer.
That's
It-
already been done by the butchering itself of the animal when they're skinning it.
Hmm.
They're very, very efficient when they are skinning and cutting up the animals.
Hey, if we're lucky, they actually have proper meat cleavers.
Spears just in amazement at all this.
You see like this hulking form of he's bigger than all the other dwarves are. Like the head chef is, but that's because he's like big and fat. This one is like
Mm-hmm.
like
Uncharacteristically tall.
uncharacteristically tall for a dwarf.
Oh, corn-fed motherfucker.
He's
And you
almost human-sized.
no, he's still lower than a human. Like where in
I
a
said
normal dwarf,
almost.
where a normal human would dwarf would go you to like around your hip, he
Mhm.
like goes just underneath your rib cage height.
Hmm.
And you're seeing him holding on to like this two-handed cleaver
Hmm.
as he's cutting up a carcass that's just been brought in.
Strangely imagining the Dark Souls butcher knife, which is just this massive fucking cleaver.
Yeah.
You may roll a cooking utensils
All right.
as
You get the chance to work
pieces of
with the meat.
yes.
Don't fuck this up now.
Shut up, you. What is it this time, or am I able to use wisdom again?
You're allowed to use wisdom again
Excellent.
because you learned from your first mistake. It's not
Has he
Si-
though?
Not used to the type of meat. Not used to the type
not
of meat.
used to the type of meat.
Give Spears the benefit of the doubt. He's like, not used to this type of
Rough
meat.
cuts. Rough cuts.
Maybe
Rough
you should go back
cuts.
to the veggies.
That's what he would deem. It's like, all right, I get it.
He might consider letting you go for a little bit longer, considering you also learned real quick on the vegetables.
That's true.
The guy next to you just looks at what you're doing, just like, hey, you,
Hmm.
do it fucking proper or get that off my fucking cutting table.
Figuring
You
out.
ruined the meat with those sloppy cuts.
I'll do better.
You may roll again.
Come on.
He also shows you how to cut it. Like he like turns a little bit to show you how to cut it.
Mm-hmm.
So you may roll again.
Normal or
Is he rolling with advantage since he's getting guidance?
You may
That's
add
true.
a +5 to the roll.
okay? Then whatever the result is, +5. 25.
See, there
Ooh,
you
nice.
go. Just like before, picked it up real fast.
This is concerning. This has been a pattern. I'm scared.
As he like he sees you cutting his cutting thingy, he like gives you a nod of approval and goes back to his own cutting. And like you just follow suit as you start chopping up the bigger pieces of meat. that is being slowly shifted over to be cut into smaller pieces that are then processed further down the table for even more down cutting or slicing.
Yeah. Whole time Spears has a big old smile on his face. He's just happy to do this now.
Enjoying his time with the simpler things.
Yeah. Before going
Back to
back
base. To negotiating.
back to being like diplomat.
Yeah. It's just he's going. Ah.
Finally, peace.
But most of the vegetables you're actually cutting, they seem to be mushroom of different kinds. As you look for.
Interesting.
But you also see a few root vegetables. But the most abundance there is the mushroom kind of things.
Interesting. Maybe eventually.
You then like slowly shifted down the meat cutting table, doing the different processes till you reach the end, and then the big guy comes over to you. The head chef comes over to you, pats you on the back. You might be a long-legged son of a bitch, but you sure learn quickly how to handle a knife.
I mean, I enjoy doing this, so if I learn quick enough, I get to learn more about it.
That's how it's supposed to be, boy. Now follow me, and I'll show you.
Yep, I will then follow him.
He walks over to the cauldron. You see him climb up the steps up to the top of this small platform, so to speak, at the top, and you can see him like grasping hold of like first you think it's a rod, but then you see it's like a giant stirring spoon.
It's a ladle! It's a ladle!
It's not a ladle because a ladle is like a cup on a stick. This is quite literally like a more of a paddle, really.
An oar.
Yeah. As he starts stirring into whatever they're making up there, and he like looks down at you and then like gives like a come up here, take a look.
So how awkward is it for me to go up these probably small stairs?
Well, they are like normal steps, except there is like double steps because they are broad as normal human steps are, but
Ah,
there's just like double number of them, so you can like skip a step, so to speak,
I see. Okay.
as you're walking up.
So not as awkward as I was expecting.
No,
Excellent. Get up there.
It would be awkward if you were taking them normally, but if you double step it, then it's not.
Yeah.
You just look weird. Anyways, I go on up the stairs and have a look at what he wants me to look at in the cold.
as you look down, you just see a constant flow of meat and vegetables being dropped into this stew they are making. And you can like smell it, like it has like this really intense smell of it because They have been making the stew the entire day, and it's been concentrated.
Interesting.
God, this is just making me hungry.
This is why I eat before most of every time we have stream, just in case.
I
Oh,
had
I have-
lunch and I'm still hungry now.
This is why I have snacks ready.
Enjoying the smell of the food.
Oh, music change.
Give us a second here. The
Yeah.
small one, he just tipped over and hit his head.
Ah. The one time Spears can relax is the only time he gets to cook.
Is this where you start dumping in your herbs, like secretly?
No, I'm not going to do that. His kitchen, his rules. Same goes with me.
He'll at some point he'll probably ask you to specifically make one of the meals you're familiar with spices.
Yeah.
He's not gonna let you just dump it into a giant pot.
Yeah. I'm still kind of concerned because that pattern was a bad roll, a good roll, a bad roll, a good roll.
You're running that line, bro.
I'm literally trailing that line. I do have a birthday 20 just in case something goes wrong. But I don't want to spend it this early.
Don't you have two?
No.
Oh, you already used one.
Apparently I used one at some point, so now
Yeah,
instead...
at some point you did.
So now,
Oh,
from
okay.
here on out, I'm just having it marked on my character sheet. So whenever I do use it, I just say that I've used my birthday 20 for the year.
Right.
Yeah, we use the fate slot on our sheets to mark birthday 20s.
I don't think I did that originally, which is why whenever that was brought up, I got confused. But
Yeah, no. Currently, Rutram recently used one, and he still has one in the barrel, and I've got two in the barrel.
currently, I have it sitting in my notes. It just says birthday 20 ready.
Yeah, I've got two as well.
Oh yeah, you gotta refresh your finally used my fucking birthday 20 in the Stone Age notes.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that, don't I?
Has anyone looked at that in ages?
I think I looked at it once, 7 months ago.
I haven't looked at it in a long time.
Once in 7 months.
I forgot it existed until you just
Yeah,
mentioned
because
it.
I've been updating it every now and then.
Right.
Oh, I just look in the notes and then I see something and I'm like, oh.
Should I be
Or-
concerned?
Make primitive alchemy after the mushroom soup I made.
Ah, yeah, no, I'm way beyond that point. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to do that. Ria's the one that got it though.
But you now have a new mushroom to experiment with.
It's more like edible mushroom, not fucking possible experimental drug mushroom.
You don't know that.
Well, we don't have boar tusk either, so I can't exactly take advantage of the fact that he just randomly had mushrooms on him. Some were questionable at best. One counted as like giving me spell slots. I remember that specifically.
Apparently, there's an anonymous user in the notes right now that has the image of Nyan Cat
I
as their profile
Huh?
picture.
didn't quite.
Huh?
I don't
Oh.
know. I think that might be randomly assigned, but like, what the fuck is that doing there?
Could be Jimny.
Where are you seeing that?
Could be Jimny.
As like one of the people that are accessing the file.
Mhm.
Like you get a little profile picture in the top right that says like anonymous user if they're not.
Oh.
Oh great! Now I've
And
got
it's just a
Nyan
profile
Cat
picture
playing
of
in my
Nyan
head.
Cat for me right now.
I've got Nyan Cat playing in my head. Shut up. Stop.
And that's where I'm going to stop before we get copyrighted.
If it's playing in my head, can't get rid of it.
I don't know it, so I'm safe.
Yeah, you're safe. Just
You are blessed.
it was like something I found on the internet growing up, and I'm like, shit. Now this is stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
Just watch a remixed version then.
Guys, I will be right back in. Little one hit his head a little bit more severe than we thought. We just need to clean him up really quick.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
We'll just keep talking guff.
Yeah.
Hey Void, you want to come in here and talk in voice?
You know me and Void are just gonna be smartasses the whole time, right?
Yeah, but we
That's
need to
fine, it kills
stretch time anyway.
Huh.
So what's Sophie be doing?
Vibing outside, probably. Just
Flying.
flying about.
Stick.
Just flying about.
Perching somewhere on a rock outcropping and singing. I don't know.
Singing.
Singing.
Yeah.
You become a
Harpies
Disney.
do that.
Become a Disney princess all of a sudden.
Harpies have like a fucking. They have like a lure song they can do.
Oh yeah, no,
Siren
that
song?
won't be seen as bad.
Like a siren
Well,
song?
the thing is, she's not that kind of harpy. There's two kinds of harpy. There's singing harpies and there's like fast harpies, and she's a
So-
fast one. So she
Oh,
can still
so-
like sing, but it's not magic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. I thought it was going to be like fucking horrible, like the opposite, and it drives people away.
Oh no.
It's not a crow screech.
Painful echoes.
She thinks it's great. Everyone else thinks it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, Sophie's a war wing harpy.
How's your freedom points going there? I've seen that you're regaining your freedom points.
And my
Out in
freedom
the-
points are skyrocketing right now.
Excellent.
America, fuck yeah.
America. Eagle cry. America.
What
She
was
could
the
probably
other
do
race
that.
again? All right, the other kind of harpy is called soul caller.
Sounds edgy.
Is edgy.
You know, I chose the one that has a base flying speed of 50.
Because you
Then
wanted
pair
to
that with
zoom.
mobile to increase it to 60.
She wants the Sanic harpy.
You
Oh, yeah,
wanted
she is fast.
you wanted to zoom on top of being a rogue.
Yes.
So when she's flying full speed, then we just play the Sonic theme song.
No, because then we're gonna get copyrighted.
Ah, you know, we can run it through AI or something.
Just run it through Ace. Don't.
You know, I'm gonna be. Igor's gonna be really upset when the cook spots Chris and says, "Hey, nice rock salt you got there."
Nice rock salt.
I forgot you're friends with a rock. That is, oh my god.
Wait, wait a minute. Your pet rock is rock salt?
Oh
I
my
don't
God,
know, but if
we're gonna-
if that happens to be the case, he's gonna be very, very
We're gonna eat
upset
your- we're
if
gonna
they're
eat
gonna
your
try and
friend.
eat him.
Your friend,
Just-
he is nourishment.
Just a little nibble.
Yeah.
Nibble on these nuts.
Got him.
So, anyways, I light Eager on fire. Nothing that could stop it. Nope. This couldn't be avoided.
Wrath approves.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, all good, boss.
Don't
we
worry,
just-
you
we
missed
just-
the most horrible joke of the session.
We just killed Eager in the meantime. It's fine.
Yeah, we killed
Yeah,
Eager.
it's fine.
He's dead now.
We can move on now.
Yeah.
Great.
Nothing of value was lost here.
Yeah.
Nothing of value.
Damn. Okay.
Anywho,
Well, as you stand there looking over the giant cauldron with a stew in,
mhm.
what do you do as you're standing there?
I mean, I'd offer if he wants me to help them. Maybe see if he'd allow me to put seasoning in it.
Well, he gives you like a head throw towards the side where you can see there are more of these ores to stir it with.
Alright. He wants me
As
to
he
help him
starts-
stir.
Spirus places his oar in. Power metal starts playing.
I grab an oar. I begin to help him stir.
Also, I feel like we should be starting to play Fireheart right now.
Nah, don't worry about that one.
No, not in game with words. It's
We're
gets mixed up.
yeah, word songs in game, not a good idea. Before game, yeah, that's fine. After game, yeah, that's fine.
During combat, sure.
Nah, not so much.
No when we're talking.
I'm not sure how I should feel about this music instead, though.
There's
We
no-
are in danger.
I know I'm in danger, because if I fuck up, this could end really badly for a lot of us.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
this is- I feel way
Extreme
safer.
cooking. What is this, Iron Chef?
Yes.
It's time for the
Sounds
Iron
good to me.
Chefs. Oh god.
I'm joking. We're not playing this music.
That's fine. That's fine.
Aww.
Somebody's upset, but everyone else is fine with it.
Going back to your theme.
Yeah.
As you stir or help with the stirring of
Mm.
this, he like walks not not a far distance away from you, and then he asks, "So, what would you put into the stew?"
Mm. Like my seasoning wise, or
Mm-hmm.
what all seasonings, if you could just give me an idea of some of the seasonings that you think would be in the area that is near our tribe. It's a forest, so I'd assume a lot of seasoning.
There are a good handful of seasoning herbs, like citrus meliss, which is more of a sour, prickly taste.
Mm-hmm.
You have the classes oregano, thymian, or thyme.
Mm.
You put time itself. into
I
this.
put time into the
They also-
goddamn stool.
They also have basilicum.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Maybe some what is that called? Ginger.
No. That's not something he has access to. That actually grows in an entire different biome.
Let's see.
Something to unlock.
Well, seeing that I would assume they've already added salt into
You
this.
also have dried onions and garlic on you.
Honestly, that sounds amazing in a stew, especially a stew with buffalo, right? Yeah, fuck it. We'll use the We'll use the garlic and the onion. Because that honestly sounds really tasty right now.
Technically speaking, both of those would be vegetables, but
Well, he said dried.
they might not have access to those vegetables.
He said dried though at the same time, so they're probably
That's
a
true.
little different at that point.
You also have tarango.
Fucking what?
Just chuck it in as well. That's
No,
fine.
I'm not doing that until I know what it is. I'm very confused when I heard that name. I'm personally learning how to spice my food at home. So I actually would like to learn some of this stuff.
You also have dill and marjoram. The marjoram is in the mint family, so it's like having like this really fresh taste to it, a little bit prickly.
I see.
like a slightly acidic flavor.
No, it's
Compound.
actually more of a sweet, prickly taste it actually give.
Just empty your herbalism kit in.
That's not how that works. Though it would
I know
make
that's how you found out how to make potions, Riot, but that's not how that works.
cooking is its own thing.
You also have rosemary.
Maybe rosemary, the dried garlic. Dried garlic. He
Hey,
said,
it's Stone Age. He can name it what he wants, okay?
I found it, I name it. Anyways.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You also have parsley,
Ooh.
chives, angelica, and sage,
Mm.
and garni.
I know
at your
some of those.
disposal. You also have bay leaves in your little herbalist pack.
You could potentially make a bouquet garni.
Sure, let's do that. No idea what that is, but let's do it.
It's where you combine certain spices that you plan to put in your food. You tie them together with a little bit of string, and then you let them steep in the food when you later pull them back out.
Mm. I mean, we could definitely do that. I feel like that would work.
I don't know if we have string though.
Past, do we have any string? Do they have any string?
You do not have any. Oh wait, do you have a healer's kit?
Hold on, double checking myself here quick. Unfortunate, I do not.
No, we only had the herbalism kit. We were using that as a healer's kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if anyone would ever have that, it'd be Lena.
This is true. And they're busy somewhere else.
Yeah, we were saying that healer's kit didn't exist yet, so we were using the herbal kits as that.
Herbalism was the replacement for healers.
Speaking of which, Pepper has been AFK for a while.
She's taking care of the little one.
I was about to say dealing with
Babu and calling her sister for how to handle because he is bleeding.
Oh no.
Bad hit?
He hit his mouth, so to speak. So he might have got a little scratch on the inside of the gums.
Not fun. Not fun.
Well, at least it's not a busted lip.
No, we don't want that again.
Anyways. I think yeah, I think I'll just stick with.
You have Are you taking notes of these herbs? What you have access to in your inventory?
I'll be straightforward with you. I wasn't fully, but at the same time, my brain wasn't fully processing the idea of note taking until now. But I did keep. Currently, I'll just use the dried garlic and onion.
Do you want me to start writing it down for you?
Do you remember everything he said?
Well, you had
I can
oregano.
read.
you had
I can.
thyme.
I can read up the list again if you like from the top.
Let me bring up my notes quick.
Okay, he's doing it himself.
Fuck you.
In your herbalist kit, you have Majoram.
How the fuck do you spell that?
Marjoram.
M-A-J-O-R?
Majoram. I don't even know what that is. But it's apparently a very popular herb.
I think I spelled it wrong, but whatever. I'll just go.
As long as you can read it, it doesn't matter.
I think I can read it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a cousin to oregano.
What's the next?
And then you have oregano itself, yes.
I typed that.
Basil.
I actually know how to type that one, surprisingly.
You have dill.
Good old dill.
You have tarragon.
Isn't Dill one of the NPCs we've got
Right,
coming with us, carrying the carts?
No, he's talking about dillweed.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, this dude was named after the weed.
I'm just gonna type them how they sound, and I'll worry about fixing the names later.
Yeah, just type out the sound.
Then you have basilico. Not the same as basil, but close related herb.
I just put Ico at the end.
Yeah.
You also
You have bay
mentioned
leaves. Then you have garni, rosemary, sage, thyme,
Time travel.
angelica, chives,
I actually have chives at home.
parsley,
Part.
parsley,
There we go.
Parsley.
I switched the E and the L. It's fine. Whatever.
And then you have lemon melissa.
Lemon Melissa.
That's the official name of it.
is it like lemongrass?
I believe it is. Its secondary name is lemon balm.
Fun fact: I put all of these in my treasure part of my notes.
Or
Forewarning, Ryan, do not put that in your wounds.
citrus meliss is also the name of it.
Hmm.
Why does a single herb have like 5 different names? What the actual F?
Aren't there like multiple flowers that have like 5 different names?
It's because their names come from different origins.
True. True.
So, what you chucking in?
Oh
Everything.
no!
That's what I said.
Don't
Just
listen
empty it
to
in.
either of them.
No, when making food, you should always consider a basic blend.
Honestly,
What you do is you empty the kit in and go, job done.
chives and oregano actually do work together pretty well.
You're also tossing in the garlic and the
Yeah.
onion.
Yeah.
You might want to save some of the onion as a garnish.
I could. I've got other things that can work as a garnish too, so. Yeah, oregano, chives, and then the dried garlic and onion. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up.
Thumb sideways.
Depressed.
Gets a mental image
Damn.
of the Emperor
The
getting ready to
backseat
stick
cooking
his
in this
thumb.
episode. Jeez, let the lad
Jesus
cook.
Christ.
I want to see someone burn. Void, jeez. Calm down.
Thanks, Void. Somebody will burn eventually. It might be me.
I mean, technically you are because you're on fire.
I'm always on fire.
So.
This is a natural state of being. Anyways.
But you hand the herbs to the head chef.
Yeah.
He like goes them over, sniffs them, like breaks a little bit off to taste, and he nods approvingly before tossing them in and starts stirring.
I'll keep helping stir if that's what he wants. If that's alright with him.
Yeah, he like walks over while he shouts to you. Okay, listen, lad. I need you to start stirring in that inn where you're standing. I'll go to the opposite around.
Mm.
Well, start in.
And so we stir.
Let the stirring commence.
Is this another check?
Yes.
Alright.
I feel like this might be based on strength, though.
Ooh.
Not my strong suit, but granted, not a lot is my strong suit, is there?
You're actually correct. This is strength.
I'll give it my
Based.
best.
Don't trip into the cauldron.
He's doing the little baby stirs.
Uh-oh.
Hey! Look at that!
Oh, nice. Starts with the baby stirs and then starts getting wider and wider.
Let's the momentum build. There we go. That's how
Yeah.
you stir.
He,
Yeah.
he got some practice in when he
I'm going
studied
to
the
roll a
way-
hazard die.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I fall in.
spillage die.
I
he
fall
got
in.
some practice in by watching the canoes.
That's true, yeah.
You learn to implement everything you see in life to different things. 19 out of 100.
You
Uh-oh.
fall in. You leaned out too far and
Well.
fall in.
Well, Box, what happens? Is it me or the dwarf?
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4 right now.
Direction?
No. Someone is going in the soup.
Oh
Mm.
Well, here I go.
That's
honest, it
extra
would
flavor,
be-
it's fine.
It would be better if it was spirits because he would be fine.
No.
Because you're
No.
you can't handle heat.
You don't take damage from heat,
I
no.
don't take damage from heat.
He takes damage from water.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
fuck.
puts his fire out.
Right.
Me and water aren't really friends anymore,
Hold
you
up,
see.
That's hilarious. He's gonna take cold damage while in a boiling pot.
Wait, isn't that just that's not how that works, but
Cold damage is water damage.
he's gonna take cold damage from the water and then he's gonna get healed back up by the heat.
Oh
Alright.
my God.
No, because his fire will still be smothered out. Because it's fluid. You have to remember he doesn't take damage from the heat or heal from it in this case because his fire is quite literally being smothered out.
So if his fire goes out, he's bald, has no beard, and no eyebrows.
Yes.
No
Yes.
bitches.
His face becomes nearly featureless.
Yeah.
2.
You're lucky.
I fucking hope so sometimes.
The dwarf. There goes
So-
the
Dwarf
dwarf.
falls in.
The question, the thing is that he rolled a d4, so it is possible that it's one of the ores that falls in.
True.
It's special
No.
chemical X.
No, hold on. Shush.
Fucking Powerpuff Girls pop out.
As you stir, you see that there's leaking water onto the walkway around the pot, and you easily step around it.
Mm-hmm.
Then a dwarf comes up carrying a basket
Uh-oh.
with more vegetables to be poured in.
Oh no!
Oh, poor
No.
bastard.
Poor innocent bystander.
Anyway,
Hey, look, it's just extra meat for the meal. It's fine.
any way I can attempt to call out to this poor guy, or is it just kind of like, nah, too late, fam?
Too late, fam.
You got it, boss. I guess he's going in the soup.
You first you like see the stir. You see him like walk like it steps around you, because usually dwarves can like walk side by side here but because of you know are that extra tall and extra broad. So he
Wouldn't
like
the
has to
dwarves
step-
be thicker?
Yeah,
would
they'd
be
be
broader,
broader
right?
than him.
yeah,
He'd
but
be
they
lanky
use,
compared to
but
them.
like if they go they can go stomach to stomach next to each other by
Right.
passing by. But because of him, he like has to like step around him to get around.
Uh-huh.
Because he is also bent over in a stance with one of his legs behind him.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
like-
He's because he's
his
leaning over.
Stance,
His
his stance is taking up more space.
Yes.
yeah, his ass is sticking out, so it makes more sense.
His bakery is showing.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Look at his art. Given how scrawny this man is, I doubt that.
Ouch. Anyways.
So what happened to this boy?
As he steps around you and starts walking over to where he's supposed to pour in the new cuttings. You're not like paying attention because you're concentrating on looking at the stew to make sure it's evenly stirred everywhere, so it like keeps the same thickness all over.
Yeah.
You suddenly hear a poof, and
He's
you
a,
see a
"Huh?"
disturbance.
A disturbance in the force.
Aw, shit.
The force of his stirring.
And then the scream.
I don't know. There's gotta be a way. I want help.
Reach in, grab him.
Get your
He's
get
wet,
your
though.
get your fire spirit out and
That-
teleport him out of there.
That's what I was thinking about doing. But whenever I summon it, I have to bring it attempt to bring it above the water so it doesn't, I don't know, explode on the guy's fucking face.
Does he have to make it appear in an explosion pass?
It's spawning mechanic.
Spotting mechanic.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I could have
How
it.
high? I command these are dwarves.
Wait,
The
hold on
ceiling
a
is
minute.
probably not that high up.
Have you ever dismissed your dog? Because wouldn't he still be out?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could I don't think I've dismissed him, but I'm pretty sure I could just call on him. And
He
he'll
has
teleport to me.
permanency, I would like to point out.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
wouldn't he
Yeah.
still be around? Therefore, you
He's still around, but I believe you left him with
I think you left
Sheila.
him outside.
Well,
Whistle.
dog needs to be here. I'm just saying this now. Dog needs to be here.
Just whistle for him when he comes charging in.
But last I remember, I thought you said you left him with Sheila.
Well, no.
No, but
No,
you
he would
can't
definitely
leave
bring
him
him
that
along with
far.
the journey.
I feel like
'Cause it-
he wouldn't leave behind his main combat mechanic.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't like get hurt or it loses power the further he goes away. You've said that before, so he wouldn't
Yeah.
have done that.
He needs to be nearby in order to stay alive.
Well, to be in peak condition. But other than that, if you're cool with it, I could just basically use my ability, spend
To
the wild
resummon it.
shape, and then resummon it, which just takes him from where he's at to where I'm at.
But the question is, how high up is the ceiling? Because you could spawn him in mid-air to avoid any casualties.
Or
not
he could
casualties.
walk over and stick his hand down and pull the port valve up. That's quite literally boiling and drowning at the same time.
I could try both. I could try one. Or
I
the
like
other.
the
Yeah, but-
thought of spirits just like kind of like just in thought looking at this poor guy in the soup.
That would be a
It's like,
terrifying
what should I
thought.
do? What should I do?
Actually,
No,
But just going over,
This is panicked contemplation.
just going over and pulling him out is boring. Do it the fancy way.
I'll
And
try-
also, like he already said, strength is not his strong suit.
I'll try and pull him
Mhm.
out. I'll try and pull him out. There's no. I can't be wasting too much time. And if we're having this conversation over the wildfire spirit reappearing near me, then we'll just pull it out. We'll just try and pull him out.
Roll me athletics.
Hey, I'll certainly try.
Well, would he get advantage? Because wouldn't the other dwarf try to help him?
He's
other one
on
that's
the
stirring?
opposite side of the
Oh,
pot,
okay.
or the cauldron.
Right.
14.
Not bad.
It's hard to pull him out of this because he fell in the most thick and viscous part of the stew that hasn't been stirred in yet.
Damn. Well, it's gonna be stirred now
But
with him.
yeah, indeed. You managed to pull him out before he sunk beneath the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's hard to pull him out because it's so thick and
He's
They're
at
not
least preventing him. He's at least preventing him from drowning.
yes, he's still burning
I can.
as he's covered in this like boiling stew, so to speak, that sticks to him like. Am I allowed to say that? It's
Batter.
Just say batter. It's like batter. We'll just.
I
Shifty
was
eyes.
more like to say napalm sticking to, you know.
No.
Well, you said it. Here we are.
Yep. It's maybe a bit insensitive, but not like.
It's descriptive. It's fine.
It's descriptive. That's all it is.
Healing word wouldn't do anything, or cure wounds wouldn't do anything because it would heal him, but he's still covered in
And
that
then
shit.
it just wait till you get him out.
And I can't exactly control flames doesn't work on piping hot water.
Mm.
You could also call out for help. You're not alone. In
You
this
know,
kitchen.
you have an amazing healer with you.
You're a little far away from the kitchen now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't, but at the same time, I'm not gonna leave a guy searing right here.
He's currently keeping him from drowning.
Well, I stopped him from drowning. Isn't he on the platform now, or?
No, you weren't able to fully lift him
Okay.
out.
Would this be enough time for the other dwarf to get around?
That's a
To
good
help.
question. The magic's not suited
Nope.
for this area.
Guess he's dead.
He's dead. Alright, well,
But just
No,
give him
he's
a sec.
not.
Give him a sec.
yeah, we're
Give
giving you
him a
time,
sec.
Pat.
I was just answering chat's questions.
Void is being.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to pull the poor boy out of the stew. What are you going to do now? What do you have on hand to stop him from dying of his burns necessarily?
Cure wounds him to stop him from dying from it.
Mhm.
Do I have anything else to, I don't know, get that shit off of him? I don't think I
Is
do.
no one else doing anything in the kitchen
Well,
about this?
technically the other dwarf's on the other side of the cauldron. So it would take him probably a hot minute to get over to where I'm at.
Yeah. Because he has to walk either way around this ginormous cauldron, I would like to point out, in itself as a area space of, what would that be?
10 feet by 10 feet?
No, in total it would be, give me a second here,
I was gonna say, if the thing's this big, why would you have only 2 people stirring it? You'd have a lot of people stirring.
Okay.
2 people's gonna do nothing on this.
So I think I still
Well,
have
someti-
some things in my inventory. So hold on, I'm actually looking at my inventory.
He's
It's,
actually making a measure right now.
It would be around a 60 times 60.
It's like, wow, it's bigger than this village. Wow, that's a giant pot.
They
No,
they
no,
feed
no,
a
no,
lot
no,
of
no,
people.
I know, I'm joking.
you bastard.
That guy.
Good suggestion you have.
So is and how close am I for this scene pass?
But you would have no idea this is going on.
You, as I said, Spirits is down
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
Can I?
You are outside the Grand Hall, which would be like at least 10 minutes away.
Can I ask?
Anyone who need healing? Because I'm pretty good at it. Basically.
Can I ask for
So,
what an
if I
aloe
had
plant
more-
does?
Sorry, come again, because everybody was talking on top of each other when it came through to me.
It's fine. Can I ask what the aloe plants did again? Because I think I have one on me.
It has a soothing and numbing effect.
You've got the 2 potions as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and use the aloe to just like ease up the fucking pain, and then try and just keep him alive for the other dwarf to get over here and help me wipe him off.
So whilst he's hanging there, you're just like,
No,
dude, shove this in your mouth.
I pulled him up. Pulled him up. I pulled him up, and right after I pulled him up, I'm gonna fucking give him an aloe plant. I'm gonna eat this, it numbs it, and then fucking start healing him. While the other dwarf gets
You've
over
got-
here.
You've got
Uh,
2 of the
No, it's not eating that
It's
is
applying it.
soothing.
You've got
Applying it
2
on-
of the You've got 2 of the bandages as well that are made with aloe.
Do I?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had 2 bandages that was.
I left
coated
them
in
with you.
aloe.
Okay.
Yeah, the balm bandages.
Yeah, when I left 2 of the bandages and the 2 healing potions.
Yeah. And then I'll apply the aloe bandages. If anything, just putting them somewhere on his body. I don't think I need to wrap them on him, but
But Pass, is he actually out of the cauldron now?
He said that.
Yes.
Still the cauldron
I
just
said
like, oh,
he
just
pulled
bandage
him
you.
out of the cauldron onto the walkway.
All right.
If you didn't actually pay attention to what I was saying.
I couldn't hear it. I think someone might have talked over you.
well, I'll apply the aloe bandages to numb the pain. And then if I need to, I'll cast Cure Wounds on him to just keep him up while the other dwarf gets over here to try and help me wipe him off.
The big fat dwarf comes running with a speed you weren't sure he would able to possess.
I'm impressed with this speed already.
As you see him picking up this dwarf, jumping off the scaffolding, landing legs first, and you just hear the stone groaning under him.
Damn.
Oh, cracking.
Not
Rumbling?
cracking, just a groaning as they are like. Well, it's
So-
not necessarily crack. Well, it is
It's a
kind of like
rumble.
cracking. Yeah, a slow rumble. And as he like takes him and dunks him into a barrel, or not really a barrel, it would be like more like a giant washing station. Yes, a basin. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Void. And you see him just like keeps dunking him under to basically cool him off and make the viscous stew lose its grip as it's getting.
Oh man, that man has at least second-degree burns.
Hmm.
You see him look up at you and like gives you a thumbs up.
Gives a thumbs up back.
Because the stew is safe.
Well, that man's fired.
Eh. Well, he was. But they're used to working around other dwarves. Me being the way I am, I'm sure he didn't. Nothing was expected on that.
Mm-hmm.
This is
No,
under
it's
unique
actually-
circumstances.
It's only more embarrassing that a complete novice stepped into the kitchen and was helping out, and then one of his trusted cooks fell in.
No, it wasn't one of the trusted cooks that walked up with the basket. That was a kitchen boy.
Oh, a busser.
Oh, buster. Anyways, if he's giving me a thumbs up, like the guy's okay, because definitely after we're done cooking, I'm gonna go over to that poor boy and offer him some aloe plant and be like, "This will help." Is the stew looking good, or do we need to keep
Go,
stirring?
just go back to stirring.
The stew actually looks fine.
Okay. And then I'll check. Then I'll check on the poor boy.
You might have to check for hair though.
Little hair does nothing.
Eh.
It'll be fine.
It's flavor.
If Void just goes or flesh.
Or flesh. It's
Again,
flavor
Again,
to the meal.
it's flavor.
More protein. Anyways, I'll run on up to the big dwarf and the poor boy that just got dunked into a cauldron.
You
Just took a
see
swim.
another dwarf that keeps like dunking him in under. Like, where's the money, Lebowski?
There's a fucking money, shithead!
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look. Oh man. Now I've got Smaug in my head. I know the smell and taste of dwarf. No one better.
No one better.
Well, this was a fun skit.
Yep,
Man,
love these
the
skips.
soup's now gonna have a pinch of dwarf.
A little bit of dwarf
flavor to it.
taste, a little earthy.
I hope that kid showered,
I don't
Again,
think showers
extra
exist.
flavor.
or there's gonna
Extra
be like,
flavor,
you
bro.
did now.
extra flavor and 5 extra STDs.
Anyways, for
Let's not forget that's boiling, so it's probably dead by now.
That's true.
I guess that's
is he okay?
He is fine. The head chef like walks over to you and like smacks you on the shoulder in acknowledging matter as he like nods. You
I don't-
did good.
I'm gonna lean down a bit so he can actually hit my shoulder.
You have to
Hits him-
remember he
hits
is
him on the elbow.
he can reach up.
Okay, fair.
You know, just because he's fat doesn't make him even smaller. You know, it actually
Never
adds up,
said that, now did I? Where are we assuming that shit?
Someone post the how to talk to small people meme.
Oh my god.
You picked them up, right?
I
Good
don't
luck
think that's
picking
gonna
this
happen
boy
with
up.
this guy.
Anyways, I have a plant that might be able to
Stop with dwarf jokes.
ease the pain a little bit.
The kid, he'll be all right. Just need a couple of days. He should be right as rain.
I mean, I could help a little bit on getting him back on his feet a little faster.
No need to waste.
Okay.
He's a useless turd anyway, it's fine.
He's not going back in the kitchen.
Hmm.
You're banned from using the kitchen again.
Or at least do not get near any of the big hot.
Stay away from the
objects.
long-legged folk. You keep tripping on their damn legs. Anyways,
Damn lanky
Oh.
bastard.
can't help it.
So, but for now,
You are excused from the kitchen as food would soon be served. And the head chef dwarf thanks you for your assistance and rescuing one of their kitchen boys.
No problem. Thank you for letting me cook in your kitchen.
As you walk out, you can hear him start shouting at the other dwarves to get back to fucking work.
Get back to fucking...
What are y'all staring at? So, are we gonna switch scenes after an hour?
Yes.
Maybe you guys have some screen time.
Oh,
who's
thank
up,
you, my lord.
No
Thank you for
problem,
gracing us
peasants.
with some screen time. Just a pinch of screen time, my lord.
Please.
We are going to change
Who's up
over
next,
where.
Pass?
Well, that depends if anyone had anything special they wanted to do, and no one give me anything specific except for spirits that want to go to the kitchen. So I was thinking we were forwarding the time.
I did.
You
They
did?
wanted, they
I
wanted
didn't
to heal
hear.
people. They wanted to see if anyone
Yes.
needed help.
I told that I wanted to build my relationship with those and offer them help with healing and stuff. So I give them stuff. Help the alliance. Kind of deal.
Trying to smooth things over.
Yeah. They hate me, so I get them a reason to not hate me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends how you roll.
Yes, I know.
That's 2
So
times
I actually
66.
did say I would do some stuff. What are you rolling for, Pass?
Oh, nothing you need to worry your little head about.
Diplomacy. Those are diplomacy checks.
So,
Yes.
who's you going for next, Pass?
Does this technically count as downtime pass?
Yes.
Could I do that thing that we talked about last time with armor training?
Sure, you can spend the afternoon wearing your armor.
But who's getting the scene pass?
But that's what I'm trying to figure out here, dear.
Yeah, it's you. He's just rolling for like background stuff.
Roll me a persuasion check to see if you can persuade people to trust you enough to let you heal them.
Persuasion.
Eh.
Not awful, but
Could use improvement.
Honey,
I'm trying my.
keep an eye on him.
I do.
Is he
If
running around
he-
like a madman again?
No, he's leaning on against the table with shaky legs, so that's why we're just like pointing out that she needs to keep an eye on him.
Before he hurts himself again.
Yes.
I already. I already. So, what do I get out of this? Pass.
14. There is a singular dwarf that comes to you asking for help.
What's the problem with him?
He's covered in burns.
I had nothing to do with this. Anyway.
He's covered in burns. I guess. First I'll roll a medicine. See what else for him.
Very good.
That's my medicine.
Good.
Pretty good roll. How does he feel after this?
Well, first you apply a soothing cream. And bandaging what needs to be bandaged. You then also use healing magic on the worst of the burn wounds.
I think I'd take cure wounds and upcast it for level 3. Just be sure that hey, I cover you, kinda deal. Good package, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Does people look at me in a better way now?
Well, you gotta cast it first.
You need to cast the magic you're using to heal him with.
Click le
Yes.
bouton.
Big heal.
Very big heal.
Hmm. Hmm. As you heal him, you just see as the burnt skin just falls off as fresh new skin underneath comes out.
You revealed the skin's freshest layer.
Yeah.
Like, think about this like when someone peels off, but it's like still alive, the old skin that's like being peeled off.
Yeah, like flaking.
Yeah. Except that this skin is still alive, so to speak, so it's like his body.
He's shedding his old skin.
Yes.
Being reborn anew.
As long as he's not a skinwalker, it's fine.
And this is where we
And
find
then
out he was a
she
skinwalker.
looked towards him and said, "That should help easing your pain. Do you feel better now?"
That felt absolutely terrible and disgusting at the same time. Is that how it feels when we peel something? Ooh.
But if you feel that the pain is away,
It is, but I feel yucky. His name is No. It's not
No
No
damn this. No damn this.
so I guess I don't get approved by dwarfs yet.
Like, I'll thank you for getting rid of the burns, but this like pulls out his old skin suit. Would almost
Ugh.
call it. This is weird.
I know it feels a little weird. Just feels like if I put a little extra healing into it, then you would I would ease your pain faster,
Jesus
so you
Christ,
don't
Ford.
hurt it
You
more.
know what? I'm gonna give you something, and I'm just gonna go home. I'm not up for this anymore. No more kitchen dude for me. I'm changing jobs.
And he
I
just
hope you're gonna
walks
have
off.
a pleasant day then. And may the sun shine your way.
Walking up going,
Immediately
this
goes back
chick's
to
a-
evangelizing.
he's walking up going, bro, this chick's a freak.
He hands you
Oh, please tell me he's not handing her his old skin.
no. He hands her 4 small copper cubes.
Money.
It was not meant for being payment. It just me helping out.
We dwarves have a saying: we leave no debt unpaid. And now, excuse me, I'm gonna go to the mines and get dirtied up. This feels weird being so clean. Ugh.
I done gotta get me some soot back on. Man, poor guy's going through it.
Yes.
They don't want to be looking fresh.
I mean, he
Apart
got a
from their
really,
beard. The
you got a
beard has
re-
to be pristine.
he got a really hot bath, then a cold dunking, then he got a skin peel. Man's looking fresh AF. Look at this.
It's like even though she healed
He
the
lost
guy,
all his
she's
beard and hair too. I would like to point
she-
out.
Oh, the
Oh,
hair's
shit.
gone!
she still loses reputation with the dwarven tribe.
Like a newborn baby.
How do he fucking lose his with a healing?
The cauldron he fell.
I think it might have been the accident itself.
No. What does the skin, or what does hair connect to?
Skin.
The
Yes, and
skin.
you just made him de-skin and reskin in a second.
Oh
honey.
my god, so you
term-
effectively scalped him!
This terminology is something that does not sit well with me.
You essentially scalped him!
Whoopsie.
Again, she still, even though she healed, she loses reputation with the tribe.
You don't touch a dwarf's beard.
I feel filthy and I need to go back to the mine to earn my beer.
Diggy diggy hole.
You're quite right about that, boy. That a bloodless scalping of a dwarf is gravely wrong indeed. Well, she did overheal, so that might, explain what happened.
Note to self: careful when healing dwarves.
Then she put that note back in her head. Not overcast that much.
As you leave, she turns to the rhythm and goes, "Okay, who's next?"
Big beaming
The,
smile
the
on your
dwarves
face.
that the dwarves that are like looking at this entire thing, just like, what the fuck?
They're in horror.
Some of the women though walks over.
Oh no.
You've robbed him of his dignity.
Yes, what they saying?
Did you do that to him to make his skin all silky smooth and glossy?
Oh no.
I did it because he was burned. I wanted to help him.
Ah. Hmm. Damn.
But
She
he
bore
is
What?
pretty silky smooth.
So you have something that can make skin smooth.
I can mix your cream that
Yes.
maybe can help your skin be smooth.
Elena develops cosmetics and goes into
Yes,
business.
basically.
Leaves the
I
group
will,
and goes into business.
I will start mixing up some herbs with my stuff and make silky smooth cream for the women.
And then Lena turned into a beauty salon
Yep.
specialist.
Lana's surgeries um,
Cosmetic.
and cosmetic. Wait, what do you mean that she's also running a surgery business and a cosmetic? Huh?
I make you healthy and beautiful at the same time.
Great.
Even if you don't want it.
So I
God,
basically
you're
started
worth it.
making the lotion for the women.
Her catchphrase is, "You're worth it."
Oh my god. So yes, I'm inventing beauty products now.
You make a small cream that you hand to some of these women, but they also pay you again in small copper squares or cubes, really.
So I basically asked them, what are you actually using these for?
Oh, it's how we. They are called favors.
Favors.
Yes. It is. One favor can get you most of everything, but good things can cost up to 10 favors. Right? Instead of it being an actual favor you owe, it's a stand-in for bartering with things for things, so to speak.
Uh, where I come from, we normally just if I want something like if I want a new coat, I make healing potion or stuff for stuff for stuff. Where I'm from, this is brand new.
Ah,
Our
yes.
first introduction to currency.
Yes, but this here is how we do it here. It's instead of actually having to remember all the people that owes you something of a favor or a debt to you, you can use these instead.
We might probably have one at home who would like these, so I can hold on to them for now and put it up with her later.
But I'm sure you will learn how to use them soon. She then takes a small cream and walks off together with the other female dwarves, looking happy with smiles on their faces. As they twirls with their curly hairs as they walk off to the market square.
Yeah. I guess that put me in a little better spot.
At least with the women.
At least
Yeah.
with women.
The
I
dudes
make
still hate you.
women in the stripe more beautiful, so.
No, they don't hate her. They're terrified of her.
Yeah, that's true.
The people who are wounded, who calm down, boy. This was some of the younger generation. They haven't earned the beats or the braids yet.
So pass. Where do we go from here?
I was gonna say now we have another thing to trade.
Mm.
Are we skipping towards the meal or?
If no one else has anything special,
Yeah, I'm just reading this whole time.
you're reading. Selfie is flying.
Well, it's
Hanging
being read
out.
to me.
You're lost in the small city. You don't know where the f you are right now.
That's how he's doing his was it
Yeah.
the armor training? Because he's just running around trying to work out where the fuck he is.
Yeah.
It's even more lost.
Well, actually, there's one thing I might be able to do, but that depends on if I'm able to find spears.
Oh well,
Well, he at this time would be still in the kitchen, right? So he wouldn't be
yeah.
able to find them.
Well, I mean,
He would be on his way out of the kitchen. No, or he would be in the kitchen at this time. He's like out in the city. Spears would be faster to his task. Going because he doesn't need to walk that far as you guys who are out in the city at the given
Well,
time.
maybe roll to see if you run into him, since you're lost.
Yeah, or I could ask around to see if anyone's seen the
That's
guy
true.
with flames for hair.
I don't know. Have you
Yeah,
seen a
that-
guy
that
that's
would
tall
probably
on
be-
Not
fire?
that difficult to spot, you know.
That's true. That's true.
I'm pretty sure they might look at you like you have 17 heads.
Huh?
Until he finds the right one that actually knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Find the dwarf that just lost his beard. I'm sure you'll find me.
And you can look at him and go, "Hey, you look like me. You've got no hair or anything."
Oh yeah, just insult the man to his face. That's a good idea.
Well, I mean, he looks different to all the others. You feel a kinship to this bald dwarf.
This bold dwarven boy who just lost his first beard and hair.
It was all he had.
Yeah, it's almost as if his manhood was taken away. Poor bastard.
Anyway, do I find him?
Roll me an investigation check.
All right.
Sniff the air. Trust me, you'll find me.
Either that or you'll find the burnt dwarf.
Stop.
Ooh, dirty 5.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
Dirty.
You ask around at first, you get nowhere because people, as were mentioned before, look at you like you're insane. A guy with hair on fire. Pfft, very funny. Now get the fuck off my property.
That sounds like a dwarf to me.
That is
Get
the
out
dwarf
of me workshop, you little whelp.
That's the equivalent of of a dwarf politely asking you to leave. So
Mm-hmm.
Fun thing though, you find structure with a lot of pillars and 4 statues in front of on this small hidden plaza.
Would that
this
happen to
one,
be this one?
Yes.
immediately 4 pings go off.
Bing.
Do I see any familiar symbology?
I was gonna say, as you stand at the front, you feel 4 waves of force just wash over you.
4 waves of what?
Force.
Force, as
Force.
like the pings that we
They
did.
were talking about the ping.
Ah,
He was memeing. He was memeing.
god damn it. As you walk up, at first you don't recognize the statues, what they might represent, till you do a secondary look and like, wait a minute, I'm used to look at statues in the human perspective.
Mm-hmm.
These statues are seen from a dwarven's perspective.
So, what? I have to crouch down in order to figure things.
Understand the statues. They make sense now.
Well, also with whom they represent.
Oh, are they dwarven gods?
Maybe. Roll me a religion check if you can have a chance to figure out who the F these statues are supposed to represent.
All right, fair enough.
You got this. Yeah, it's 16.
One of them, yours certainly is representing the lady in which you serve.
Mm. I see.
Given that she's holding a staff that is very much alike, except that instead of, being you-sized, she is small-sized here.
Right. Okay, well, good to know that I now have a place to pray.
You also see one of the other statues having a semblance as you starts investigating, going over the statues themselves a little bit more closely. Um, there are runic lettering on a plaque beneath the statues, but you can't really read it because you can't read.
Because dwarvish. And
Yes.
I can't read. Hmm.
You see
Do
the
I see any
two
dwarven priests around?
not outside. But the statue you were looking at was a dwarf holding a bundle of something in one hand and a key in the other.
Bundle and a key. I don't think that's familiar to Eager. Would I even know what a key is?
Well, actually, no, you wouldn't. But I can say that it's a key object she's holding in her other hand,
Right.
just to give a descriptor of it.
Uh-huh. No, that's fine. Huh. Might ask about that one.
Then you see dwarf standing with a hammer. Um, with an anvil next to him.
Alright. Potential imagery of a guardian. Or some dwarven god. I'm probably gonna head inside and ask at some point, but
There's the
I wanna,
fourth statue
yeah.
you don't know. Do you ignore that one?
No, I don't. I'm gonna check all four of them. Cause just so I can ask about each of them once I go inside. If there's anyone inside.
It's a woman. Um, a cloaked woman holding a raven in one hand and a globe. Uh, a globe that is shifting. That looks like it's shifting between two sides. One being white, one being black.
Huh. Curious. Alright. I'm gonna walk up to this sort of whatever this sort of circle is up to the door of the temple.
As you walk up onto the circlet in front of the doorway, you hear someone call you out from behind. Oi, you lanky bastard, what you think you're going?
I turn around.
You see a dwarf you recognize who were at the gate earlier.
Is it the guy that Grimwolf headbutted?
Yes, he does not
Oh
look
fuck.
pleased.
Oh fuck. And
Where?
what was it he said? Was he just where do you think you're going?
Yeah.
Oh, apologies. I saw these statues and got a little curious. Wanted to see if there was anyone inside who could tell me about them.
You dare interrupt the rest of our honored ancestors, you filthy prick of a mongrel. He says this as he shakes his fist at you.
Well, that wasn't very nice. I have no intention of disrespecting anything. I just wish to learn.
If it stood to me, you and your kind were never allowed to set your foot inside our hollowed stone walls. But that princeling of his got out apparently a bright idea to let you all in.
Why is it that you are so adverse to letting us be within your walls?
Your kind is nothing but trouble.
Elaborate?
You're thieves, robbers, murderers, raiders, marauders. Do I need to make the list longer?
That's a little bit general.
Eh? But that's all the fucking trouble we had with your kind.
Does that mean that every one of our kind is that way? Just because you have seen bad examples doesn't mean it is the norm.
I have lost brothers, cousins, and kin to your kind. Don't you dare talk to me about your kind being more spotted than our fucking cattle.
Oh, I'm not denying the fact that my kind has committed probably plenty of cruelties against many. I'm not denying that. That does not necessarily mean that all of us should be treated with hostility.
I don't trust you any further than I can throw you. And as it stands right now, I can't throw you anywhere. So that means I ain't trusting you at all. Now get off those stones before I throw you off 'em. You hear?
While I do what he says and walk off of them and walk towards him, I do say,
Well, so far goes your threat of not trusting me as far as you can throw me.
But admit, I need to throw you before I can trust you now, don't I?
Is that normal here?
And now you're slow too. Jesus fucking Christ, your species is getting worse and worse by the fucking week. As he turns around and walks off with a couple of his boys.
I'm gonna do something right now.
Mass genocide.
No,
Oh.
Prove him right.
I'm going to thunderstep right in front of him.
Ah, yes. Escalating things.
Oh no. All I'm doing, he's far enough away from me that it won't, that it's not gonna harm him in the least. I just teleport in front of him.
Like in front of him, as in he's gonna walk into you and fall on his ass, or In front of him as how far in front of him?
Well, just in front of him, as in, I'm not directly in his face. Like I'm gonna get in front of him to a distance where he can stop. He can stop in time before he bumps into me.
Yeah, a few feet.
Yeah.
As you disappear in a thunder strike that like hits another place and you reappear, I guess leaning up against the wall, just to give out off this like I'm cool energy.
Okay, that's really cringe, but
Sure.
it's canon now.
But your character is cringe, so
Bruh. Anyway,
you think you can surprise me with a little bit of magic? Is that it?
I don't plan to be surprising.
No,
I just hope to gather some basic respect.
you don't earn anything yet, long shin. You
Now, what
don't
is
even
it?
have a beard, you bald bastard.
Oh, that's why he doesn't trust you. You don't
Oh,
have a
so
beard.
that's what this is about, huh? How have you know that the hair that has grown on my head hasn't seen the light of day ever since I was tattooed?
I
I am a religious person.
That might explain why you're so stupid. You got all hair on the inside, eh?
There's no mercy from this guy.
Look, I don't have any interest in starting trouble when we've already come here to establish peaceful relations. But keep on disrespecting me, and there will be consequences.
All right, and what are you going to do against me in me home and half? That won't get you kicked out the moment you even try anything. Beardless?
I never said I was going to use violence.
I'm going to hold up my hand that has the tattoo of the Twilight Skystone on the palm, or not the palm, but the back of the hand.
Do you know what this is?
A fancy tattoo? I got some too.
Well, if one of those statues is what I think it is, you should recognize it, no? I'm a direct servant of the Mistress of Twilight. And I carry the blood of the Sky Father. I have divine missions to complete.
Listen here, I give no shit about your missions or who you claim to represent here, but you dare to say that you are the only one here who might know a thing or two about the gods, eh?
I'm not. I never claimed I was, which is exactly why I was here. But if you do not wish to share your knowledge with me, fine. be that way. I'll find someone who is respectful enough to give me the light of day.
You won't find any in this city who will give you help.
I'll see about that myself.
And then I turn around and walk away. Wow, this guy's a jerk.
No shit, they're dwarves. Did you
They
expect
specifically
anything
hate
else?
me because I'm hairless, though.
It
Yes,
comes
they're- no
naturally
shit,
as
they're
breathing
dwarves,
to
once again.
dwarves. It comes naturally as breathing to dwarves. You gotta understand this.
Yeah.
You walk off. As you stomp off in your anger, you suddenly recognize something. You find yourself over here. And as you look at the sun that starts to set in the distance, you know, and you can smell food being brought out to different areas. It's time for the feast.
Oh, good. Now I can finally find Spirus. Instead of hanging around with brain dead idiots like that guy.
You say that, it's still.
Do I
It
see
passes
Spirus
him.
come out?
No.
Or do
No,
I see
because
him
the
about?
feast is inside one of the halls inside the main building.
Right.
But
Well,
from here, we are going to have a scene shift to. Did you want to do anything, Sylvie?
Sophie would have just been kind of vibing outside, maybe sing a little bit, mess around with some air spirits, but other than that,
Are
just
you
waiting
outside the walls?
Yeah, she's flying about in the open air because
Right.
this is the what I'm seeing in the like inside the walls. Is that still open air, or is that also dug into the mountain? On the
What do you mean?
So on the map, there's this area that's within walls. Is that open air, or is that within carved within the mountain?
That is still open air,
All right,
so to
she'd just be
speak.
kind of vibing
But
around over
most of
there.
the bigger buildings up on the north side, i.e., the mountain,
Mhm.
is like some of them are even dug into the mountain itself
Right.
or built into the mountain.
Yeah, no, she'd just be kind of like perched on some rock outcropping on the side of the mountain and sing, possibly annoying some people down below. Just so she can mess around with some air spirits.
Actually, roll me a performance check with advantage.
Your thing. Wham.
Damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
My throat.
I can.
Huh.
I accidentally hypnotized half the fucking population.
As you sing, you hear it would sound as music if it weren't for it being sound of word that like like starts to harmonize with your song.
Right. So like the sounds of working are starting to create a song together with my
Yes.
voice.
Or they're starting to work to the music.
Huh.
Mhm.
That's
A
fun.
mixture.
I raise efficiency by 50%.
Yeah, yeah.
The dwarven overseers would like to have a word with you.
You live here now.
This is my job now.
Did she just start singing Diggy Diggy Hole?
Yeah.
Pretty much, I guess.
Oh no, 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 no. It's a beautiful, like it's more. She doesn't sing words, more of uh, wordless singing, if you know what that means.
Basically, just la 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 la.
In a sense,
Right.
yes.
Humming and shit.
Mm-hmm. Just
So she's
noise.
humming something like Misty Mountains.
Uh,
Although she can probably not hum that low.
you'd be surprised.
She's doing the light version, okay?
It's
She's
fine.
doing the
It's
best
fine.
she can, man.
I'm not judging. Look at that charisma check. I'm not judging here.
Alright. And after a while, she just stops and is like, just kind of.
You see
around.
children underneath, like, looks up at you with, like, their eyes big and sparkly. Has to stare up at you.
Resist the
Sophie
urge.
has a
Resist
giant
the urge.
smug
Resist
smile.
the urge.
Don't do
She has a
it.
giant smug smile and thinks about maybe having a snack for a moment, but then
only
realizes,
need
nah, that would
one.
be probably people would get angry and that'd be annoying. So maybe not.
They won't miss one. It's fine.
Blooming threat.
And then I would have to dodge the nets they might shoot after me. Ugh.
Such a pain. Seeing their just like absolute amazement, she'll start a different song this time. See if she can draw a crowd.
Again, roll me another charisma performance check with advantage.
Oh, sweet. Wham. Still good.
Again, it's as if the noise of the craft, the workshops, the crafters, and laborers just starts to shift in sync with your music, and it sounds
Is it
gloriously.
like a chorus of fucking like
I
people
got a
just
whole
joining
orchestra.
in? Yeah.
A whole orchestra of fucking machine noises.
Or like people going with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like the foundries are creating the rhythm to your song.
Right. Do I get like a whole crowd looking at me now?
It's like, oh great, our game's turned into a fucking musical. Brilliant.
Well, yes, there is a smaller crowd beneath, mostly of the children, because most adults are working at a
Right.
given time. Unless it's one of the nursery caretakers, which are also looking up at you like, damn.
Damn, brother.
And also kind of slightly worrying, like, should we like hunt that thing or?
Yeah. They're like, what the fuck is that?
I don't like it how it's eyeing the kids. It's almost like looking at them like food. Sure, we shouldn't call the gods. The gods have said she's a guest. I don't know what's going on.
They just start ushering the children back inside.
Wait a minute,
Yes.
is that a harpy?
Bro, these things don't end well.
Eventually, she'll just kind of stop when it's like time for the feast and start. Actually, I don't
You-
know that the feast is happening. I would need to
There's
be
this-
called by someone.
There's the smell of food hanging in the air.
Ah. I see.
And you can smell oxen meat and
Cooked
I was
mixture
gonna
of
say, there's a-
bird and other venison-like meat. Yeah,
There's a
hangs
smell
in the
of-
air.
There's a smell of food in the air. It's the children in front of you.
Yeah. Just a whiff of cooked dwarf with the burnt guy.
God damn it.
Actually, question: have I had dwarf before?
You
Genuine
specifically?
question.
No.
Okay. I'm. Okay.
Remember, you're not an original mountain hobby.
Yeah.
You have eaten human before, but
Mm-hmm.
and maybe an like a piece of an elf once, but that's really you can't really
Right.
remember that.
Hmm. Okay. She'll just fly towards the food, and I mean the actual cooked food, not the children.
Good specification.
Just before Pass pulls something on me, like, okay, you go to the children, you're now arrested.
starts dive bombing.
I followed the smells.
You know, now I want Sylvie to actually act like a peregrine and just falcon punch somebody to death.
What the fuck?
Jesus fucking Christ.
What? Considering how fast she is, it makes sense.
True, but still.
I use this power of speed to fucking punch you into the next dimension.
Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there is in fact a bird that speeds up as high as it can, then balls its claw up into a fist and punches things till the neck snaps.
My god. Anyway, I look for food. Do I find food?
We can't hear you, dear. Jump out, jump back in after call if
I just asked what did I miss because I wasn't here.
Sylvie was singing, and got a big crowd, and like every person in the workshop started working in rhythm to the song. So that was cool.
Eager pissed off some angry dwarves even more, so that's nothing new. Spirits weren't cooking. Rive has been a fucking nerd entire session.
Yep.
Fucking reading the book like a nerd.
Well,
Fucking point at him.
it's an audio book because it's being read to me.
Fair, but
Yes.
still.
Fucking nerd.
Not just a nerd, an edgy nerd.
Yeah.
Dear
It's
God.
Lord Nerd.
Oh god.
You also shop at Hot Topic too?
Of course, bro. Have you seen my masks?
Fair enough.
He's only seen 2 of them so far.
True.
I've only had 2.
Lena went healed. Sylvie is singing for children while trying to lure them close, and then remember, oh wait, I'm not here to hunt children. Whoops.
Pass. So when we went for that meeting, where was it?
Inside the mountain. This is the main building. We're in different halls and chambers
wait.
of.
Oh, okay.
It reaches back into the mountain.
It's built
Okay.
into the mountain, so to speak.
Alright. Well,
It goes
I'll
further
be
in.
like over here somewhere. I
next
didn't
to
go very far.
next to the mine where there's heavy labor going on.
I'm just like a quiet somewhere not far. You can ping somewhere quiet that not many people are around. That's not far from there.
Well, being like onto the sides of this building would be an
Okay.
idea because it's like an official building, so there is a little bit more quiet inside of it because it's where people are writing, doing reports, doing accounting work, or other
See.
parts of bureaucracy. Of
All right.
course, there are meetings between elders and different clans, so to speak, or houses of dwarves, but they're usually at the inner chambers, so that would be inside the mountain. So the front building is really quiet. Usually.
All right. Well, I'll be like over here then.
Good, good.
Just sitting with Fang.
Rav, you can smell food.
I don't care. I keep reading.
He doesn't need to eat.
He's a fucking nerd.
Well, again, not reading, being read to me.
Lazy nerd.
Fucking nerd.
I'm listening to my audiobook. I've got my headphones on.
He's got his headphones.
Are they
on.
noise
Can't hear.
canceling as well?
Yes, of course.
It would be weird if he didn't have noise canceling. Why does he want to hear anybody else?
So yeah, if the feast is happening, I'm not going. So you may continue past. Unless you died, and then we don't need to worry about it.
You didn't hear me at all. Jesus fucking Christ.
Nope.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
don't
we can hear
worry.
you now.
He's just impatient.
It's like, can you hear me now? And we're like, no.
No, we can't hear you.
As you sit and being a good little edgelord with your scrolls,
Mm-hmm. You say
You
this
s-
like it's an insult.
no, I'm not. I'm just stating a fact.
We're just
Oh,
stating the
okay, that's fair.
facts. We're just stating the facts.
You sit and read as you see Sylvie landing, um, and walks a little bit crooked around, looking nervously up against the tall stone structure.
I look back down. I don't give a fuck.
Jesus.
Man's determined
Just-
to do what he needs to do.
It's Pass is so desperately trying to involve Rioth into the fucking thing.
Yeah, no, he's Euro stepping every single plot hook he's been introduced to.
Right,
This scroll is just, it's so good. I can't put
Bro.
it down.
He's about to drop a meteor on you. Get out of the scroll.
It's
I'm
not-
gonna finish the scroll before it hits me, okay? Fuck it.
Guys, I'm almost done. It's like 2 more lines. Just shut up. Let me
Yeah.
focus here.
Suddenly, Sunlance hits, everybody dies.
It's normal.
trying to-
Did I
Except
finish it
Riot,
before?
because
Did I
your
finish it
scroll book
beforehand?
is not
No.
complete.
Oh,
Yeah.
You,
Could
you
we
were at the
please
last 10
concentrate?
words as the Sunlance strikes and kills
God
you.
god damn it.
Guys, could we please concentrate and actually
Yes.
play the game?
Yes, yes.
Everybody gathers up in front of the building, except for Spiracy's inside,
Yippee.
And me.
looking at the servings of different things.
Yippee.
I'm at the side over here.
Alone.
Yep.
Eager, Lena, and Sylvie, you meet up in front of the main building. There is a heavenly smell coming from within.
Sophie is drooling a little bit.
Smells delicious.
Well, with how sophisticated everything looks in this camp, I'm not surprised that they probably have high quality food here.
Looking forward to see how a feast with dwarves would be.
Can we eat yet?
I'm sure we'll be called in once it's ready. I'm not entirely enjoying my stay here right now, though.
Why do I feel like they would have a dinner bell?
During our stay here, did anyone see a swine? Because I want to make my morning prayer at the right place.
found something of the sort, but we are not welcome there.
Talk a little around with. Maybe spirits could lay a good word in for me.
Sophie is staring at the door of this building, trying to make it will to open.
You will the doors shut more.
No.
Actually, past is one thing I will do. I will send Fang, so Fang will show up out the front,
Fang,
God.
Fang
so
will
he can
eat.
get some food. Yeah.
He's a spirit.
Ah, I still feed him.
He's been
I don't know
gaining
how
weight,
this works.
though.
It's fine.
He's becoming a chonker.
Just means he's eating good.
I'm just getting this picture of a Chunker's husky suddenly. God damn it.
It just means he's been eating good.
So if they're standing out the front, Fang will just show up.
Imagining just a shot of you guys sitting in front of a door.
Yeah.
Also consider, I've just realized this, but considering the size increase that you talked about that Fang went through, isn't he like taller than most of these dwarves?
A little bit,
Well-
not much, so to speak.
But he's
When I
bigger
see
than a
Fang,
normal wolf, yeah?
I will offer him a slight scratch behind the ear.
He's bigger than a normal wolf, pass, yeah? Or not?
Yeah, he's a little bit smaller than a dire wolf, but bigger than a standard wolf, yes.
Right,
He's in the in-between stage.
right.
Do he accept?
Wolf puberty.
Does Wolf Boy accept ear scratchies?
From Lena?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, scratch me here. It's good. Mm.
Ugh.
Yeah, he'll accept it.
Ugh.
Rife never scratches me. These places where it's really itchy.
Where does it itch, little friend?
He
No,
doesn't talk to
no,
you.
He
Shoves
doesn't talk
his
to you.
head into your hands.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't get stuff like that from me. I just kind of just pat him and stroke him. That's it.
Yeah, I'm giving him scratches all the good places.
Him starting to
Is he actually starting to wag?
yes, but not only that, but he's also
He'll-
doing
He'll roll on his back.
No. He's not doing that, but he's doing the
Mm-hmm.
the
Do the
rocking
pub
like
thing.
back and forth.
Mm.
Like he starts rocking.
Do he doing the leg thing?
Oh yeah.
Little kicking the floor.
I would say he does.
He does.
Yeah, we all need to remember that Fang is basically the emotions that you sealed away.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's part of the emotion he that is sealed away.
Lena did never got that explained. So in her mind, this is just
Yeah,
a
she doesn't
sweet
know.
sweet doggo.
Yeah, you just think he's a normal wolf. He's like the tongue lolling out of his mouth.
In her mind, he's just a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
He is. Riot just treats him like a jerk sometimes.
Yeah, and that's why she's treating him well. At least
Fang's
someone
like, I'm
treats
fuck
him
this, I'm
well.
switching sides.
There is a butt-rotten problem with that statement.
Yeah, he's bound to him.
Well, it's not more like bound, but he's part of Rehab.
Yeah.
That
He's
would be
basic-
part of yourself to like say, you know what, fucking you so bad. You need to die so I can finally get a piece of this shit.
It's basically like his soul. That's the way
Part
I
of
see it.
it.
Oh, so so we're scratching your soul.
Basically, yeah.
Does
Got
Rioth
it.
feel this on him?
No.
They don't.
No.
They don't have shared senses.
Alright.
Could be funny though.
Yeah, just he suddenly feels like someone's scratching him
Like,
by
Instead
the
of
fuck is this?
having this entire conversation of me scratching the dog, should we continue? Is someone opening
Yeah.
the door?
Yeah.
Well, we're all just sitting there. We're all just standing there waiting for the door for the feast hall's doors to open.
There is no door. I would like. There is like an open portal.
That's just an archway.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, Sylvie just straight up walks in.
You guys
okay.
just stand
At
in front
least
of what you
she's
thought
not
was the door.
flying in.
You've been standing there for 10 minutes before you
I
realize
gotta-
there's no door.
Jesus.
I just follow her.
Yeah, we just walk in.
She follows the smell of food.
You also see the few gates that are like to the inner, like from the outer chambers, which is the outer building itself, to the inner chambers. There is like a gate, but it's open as you walk in. And you also see different dwarves from different groups and families and whatnot starts to mingle in as you enter into a hall, a pillared hall of stone, where you can't see one end to the other.
How high is the ceiling here?
Taller than most trees in the forest.
This is acceptable.
This is heaven
That's
for
pretty high. Up.
me. Pretty high up here.
Can I spot the spirits in the crowd?
Roll me a
I
perception
can
with
hear him
advantage.
I can hear him humming over by some pot.
Can you say
Was
that
that
again?
Ocarina of
Because I
Time
could
theme?
not hear
Yes.
because
Yes,
people
yes.
were
I thought
like at
so.
the same time.
Roll advantage with perception.
Perception.
There should be no issues finding me in a
Andreas.
crowd of dwarves.
Yeah, he's a fireman.
I'm a man on fire standing above all the dwarves.
You're like effectively what it would look like if a dwarf held up a torch.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you guys
So
confuse
I
me as.
guess I find him.
The only thing we can mistake you for is a torch.
So I find him.
You spot him as suddenly you think you see him, but then just like, oh, there's a dwarf holding
Don't you say it.
Oh,
Don't you say it.
a candle.
Fucking what?
Lit. Like, oh, that's light from there. Oh, wait, that's just a dwarf with a candle. No,
Wait, they
that's a
have
dwarf with a that's a dwarf with a torch. No, that's not it. Oh, there he is. There he is in the middle.
I feel like I'm insulted now.
Yeah,
I think
Pastus had to throw. Pastus had to
then-
throw in that little jab.
I think you need
And
to
I
roll a
just-
nat
and I
one
just,
to miss him.
Go to total just directly to him.
Spirits, you have Lena that walks over to you.
Oh, hey.
There you are.
Uh-huh.
I tried to get a little more French with the dwarves, and I maybe have something more you can trade for, because the women here is actually really interested in it.
Okay.
I made this cream for the skin, make it soft, and apparently the women really love that part.
We can see what we'll do about that.
Yeah, because they get
So,
gruffy hands too by all the work they do, and they like to have
Silky smooth.
skin. Yes.
Who is the
So-
one saying this?
The DM.
It's just a random dwarf.
No, it's just a random dwarf that's
quipping
been
in.
standing right beside me the whole
Dwarf
time.
that, if I may.
Yeah.
Random dwarf that, 22.
Yeah, number 22 here has been hanging around me the whole time.
Yeah, she's overseeing the arrangement of the different assortment of food from the bank, the buffet table.
So just gonna give you a heads up that you have something more to bargain with.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I can make plenty of it.
Eager walks up to the two of them as well.
Followed by Sylphie.
Oh yeah, could you maybe help putting a good word in with some of the priestess, because I really wish to have a place where I can have a morning prayer to my goddess.
I mean, I could see what I could do. I don't exactly.
Because dwarves haven't been quite friendly in my way.
Oh. Well, yeah. They seem to hold a grudge.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm sure we could ask one of them.
Because as I remember, I did not take anything for them last time I was here.
That's not going to change anything, Lena. They're
I
jerks
know.
all around.
No, that's not entirely true.
Say that to the guy that insulted me several times to my face for being bald. And overgeneralize all of our kind as thieves and murderers.
Yeah, they have this weird obsession with.
I have a strong feeling that they have a hatred for all long-legged races.
Maybe it's the ones that you guys ran into. The cooks here seem nice.
Sucks to be you guys, I guess.
Yeah, I was meeting a guy really, really burnt.
Did he come out of the kitchen by any chance?
He said that he wants to change job, never go into the kitchen again. So I guess.
I see.
I gave him a major healing, and then he got scared and wanted to work in the mines because he needed to be dirty again. He felt so clean in a sudden.
Uh-huh.
I maybe overdone it a little with the healing.
I don't know if I should be concerned when you said that or not. And I think I'm just not gonna be for now.
He's okay. He just lost a lot of hair.
And skin. Don't remember the skin.
And of course he shedded the skin and got some new. Was a little afraid of it, but I think he would be okay, but do about a few days or so. Mental.
Well, I think
Maybe help when his beard is grown back.
they might value beards a lot, so
Yeah.
him losing his might not be a good thing.
Yeah.
Sylphie.
So I think from now on I'm not overcasting healing with these creatures.
Where's the food at?
God.
Yeah.
Instinctively responded.
Sorry, I was starting off a little bit. I was grabbing something to drink.
It's all good, boss.
You responded in time.
Yes. The food, you see, like, there's a massive table, that section between pillars where you can see different assortment of foods are being put on for serving. And as you look around, you see countless tables around you.
Is there a special place where we should need to sit? A special order we need to eat in, or?
I'm sure you could sit anywhere. I don't see why not. Unless, of course, the leader wanted us to be near him for the feast. Fortunately, I got
You
really
see,
caught up in cooking.
you see a small bearded dwarf come over to you. Like he has not like a really big beard. It's like more
A modest beard.
a modest beard.
Crinkling.
Who's crinkling stuff?
Crinkling.
Let's hang
Sorry.
out.
Mute yourself, damn it.
Honored guest.
Hmm.
The Lord have sent me to collect you to bring to his table, as you are guests here.
Well, that answers our question.
Do we get bigger food because of that?
Everybody is served the same sized portions, but
Aw.
if it's not enough, there is always more to get from the buffet, of course.
Ooh.
Before
Sophie
you-
will become the fucking buffet terror.
Before you stuff yourself so full that you can no longer flap your wings, maybe don't do that yet.
She just looks at you like, why?
Because you can get more food later.
I don't want food now.
Yeah, and you'll have food now.
I'm hungry.
You'll have food now.
Okay,
But don't
good.
overdo it.
Why?
Looking at the dwarf who's showing us the way. Thank you, and may the light bring you glory.
How do you people feel about chicken?
What?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Did
Never
you call me a
mind.
child again? She pokes you.
Do anything. Anyways, let's just go to the table.
As you sit down by the table, we are playing for like half an hour more before I'll be cutting for today's session.
It's fine.
As you're sitting down or walking over to the table, you see that you are actually on a constructed platform that's like a few steps above the ground level,
Yeah.
where you can see a throne placed in the middle of the table, where you can see that the lord of this mountain is to be seated.
Mm.
You're being guided over to his right side.
Fang
Uh,
is following Lena.
Sophie's just gonna sit. There's just gonna like crouch down onto her chair like a gremlin.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna do the gremlin sit.
Oh yeah.
I think I can actually mimic it in my
that's
chair.
or
actually a
the
fair.
gargoyle.
That's actually a
exactly.
fair question. Are there actual chairs?
Yeah, they're stone chairs, right?
Yeah, they're just like children's-sized chairs for you.
Well, it's more of they have like stools, stumps, and barrels, but they also have a few carbon thrones. But they are not, to be moved around with. They are like when it's cut somewhere, it's moved once and that's it.
Right.
So the chairs that they're sitting on, are they like real? It's real awkward for them to sit on because they're not sized for them.
It's a pillared stool each of them are sitting on.
Well, I mean, you can just, even though our legs are too long, you can just sit cross-legged with your legs pointed down. Might
Still
take
a little
more
bit
space,
awkward, but
Manageable.
It's a little bit manageable because it's also a padded seat.
Yeah.
Sophie's just perched on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have that problem.
You don't have a problem. You can just perch on and be like, "Yep, no,
Yeah,
this
I mean,
feels
Sophie's
right."
about the same height as a dwarf anyway.
just make sure you don't cut up the pillow.
I was gonna say Fang is just sitting next to Lena, tail wagging, just staring at her, waiting for food.
He's waiting to be served. He's already begging for food.
No. He's
Apple.
he's sitting by the table as a gentleman.
Oh, he's a dapper pupper.
What a distinguished
Oh,
gentleman.
okay.
This is so unlike Rioth. Who is this? Is
Yeah.
this really part of him?
Holy shit, he has manners.
There are manners in
You
him.
see, this is why I
As-
purged that part.
Did you actually mean that, or was it a joke?
No, he is actually. Fang is quite literally sitting on top of the stool
Okay.
by the table.
He's taking Rioth's spot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would make sense.
Next thing you know, he's got to start doing tricks.
Oh my god.
Oh, he has too much self-respect to do that.
I know.
There's some pride in
I
him.
don't. He does. I don't.
How does the people around react on him sitting on the stool?
You see people like when they walk by, they like do a little
A little double take.
not necessarily double take, but also like that take a few extra steps to the side to walk around.
It
You
is
know,
a big black
subconsciously.
wolf.
Well, he's not black anymore. He's grey. But yeah,
Big
he's
wolf.
also like bigger than a normal wolf.
Also, it's a wolf.
That's true.
Uh-huh. Potentially a dire wolf in the future. We don't know.
So, just we need to start getting worried as soon as bones start sticking out of his hide.
I'm
Oh,
sure
that's
he'll
not
be
all. That's not
Sure.
all dire wolves that actually happens with. I would like to point out.
Oh, okay.
I have the perfect.
So
That is the
anyway,
ones who usually are summoned who are that type, and that's because they are summoned from the outer planes.
Yippee.
Yippee.
Anyway,
So.
Food time.
Sit back on the
As
chips.
the elder dwarf lord walks up the steps to his throne, he takes his staff and knocks onto the table, and you hear it ringing through the entire hall, echoing.
and I assume the place immediately quiets down.
Yes,
Hmm.
it does. Greetings, kinsmen. Greetings, old friends. And greetings to you, our new guests. This feast is to symbolize the coming together of our two peoples. A symbol of what awaits us in the future, I would say. And he raises a cup up, and may prosperity flows like honeyed milk from our cups. And you hear an echo of dwarves cheering in agreement to that, as he then takes a gulp of his cup.
I'll take a drink. Fall right after him.
Oh god. Are they giving Sylphie alcohol? Are you sure you want to do this, Pass?
Fermented oxen milk with honey.
I will take a slurp from it.
Sophie will drink it like it as if it's water, attempting to at least.
Uh-oh.
Roll me
Oh,
a
dear.
Constitution.
All right, you got it.
Everybody here, roll me a Constitution because this is something you haven't been drinking before.
I can.
Yep, that
Oh,
seems
and
about right.
Sylphie's gone.
She's like drinking it, sculling it like that, and then she just falls off the seat
I mean,
backwards.
you have the option of using an inspiration, you know.
You could.
I
You
mean,
could.
This
Go.
is funny though.
But if you want to do
Yeah.
thematic,
just
to
so
it,
Yeah.
just,
that's fine.
I mean, I kind of like I don't. I want to be drunk Sylphie, but not unconscious Sylphie.
Then.
I would let me speak here.
Hmm.
You're drunk off your ass to the point where you might black out, but not just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Once
if you
later
start
blackout.
drinking more than one,
one hard drink later. Yeah, that
You
feels
just
great.
see her like gulp it down, and she like puts it down, and like her face like like tenses up because she didn't expect it to be like that, and then she just looks around like, whoa.
You see her getting flush. Her eyes becomes unfocused. She starts to sway a little bit.
Uh-oh.
she begins seeing in 4 dimensions.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many shinies.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Layla gets drunk. Slightly drunk.
Oh god. I need to play a drunk.
Spirits.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Like you
Ooh.
can feel the alcohol in this. Like this is. As you like drink of it, you like pay attention to it. It's a very thick drink of this fermented. The best way I can say it. Think about if something like drink yogurt were turned into alcohol, basically.
Yogurt.
Yes.
Yogurt alcohol.
Yes.
I feel great.
Eager, you're completely fine. This is great. It's sweet, sour. It has a taste of alcohol to it. Like, this is just great.
Eager's just like,
Like, whoo-wee, this is some good stuff.
Does Fang drink?
Does taste? Does that
Let
taste?
the dog drink.
He starts licking it.
he has like a little bowl that he licks from. Yeah.
Fuck. What would I roll for that? Shit.
Does he not
No,
have
no,
a
he
sheet?
licks up the spilled things from the ground.
But he's sitting on a seat.
Yeah, but
Doesn't he get a cup?
Oh, believe me, Sylphie's probably spilled a bunch already.
yeah, she spilled all over the table with her large gestures here and there, almost slipping out of the seat, only to
Yeah.
regain.
Her grand stories of
Bro.
different hunts that are totally made up.
The dog, unaffected.
That's right.
The dog realizes it has poison immunity.
He jumps up from the table and starts drinking other people's.
No.
No, he's still respectful.
That's true. Okay, that's fair.
Has a server runs by with one of these giant jugs filled with this liquid. He like lifts his paw and like taps
Yeah.
on and just like
Tap the table.
taps
Yeah.
the table.
Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. And then he sticks his head inside.
Ugh. Ugh.
Oh fuck.
You're having a merry good old time here. And as the festivities continue, Sylvie, you at some point simply passes out. Lena, you also again passes out during the night. The only ones
Yeah.
who who are still seated, so to speak, is Spirits, who can barely stay in his seat, and Eager, and Fang, who seems unaffected.
Fang outdrinks all of you.
Yes.
That makes sense. Weirdly.
He even outdrinks the goddamn Dwarven Lord.
Damn, we both got beat by a
It's the
fucking
fact that I
wolf.
rolled a 12. Had I rolled any higher,
Sophie is quite literally a lightweight. There is no surprise here. The nat one
Yeah, it's like
was
after-
completely intentional.
After the second drink, she passes out.
you just
She slurps up her soup in her sleep.
she face plants into the soup and it slowly drains out of the bowl into her mouth.
Yeah. She her hunger
Oh,
does not know
it's like
bounds.
in Conan where he passes out in the porridge.
Yeah.
Asleep, no problem. Still eating.
Yep.
Can I would Spirits be able to overhear any of the dwarves talk about the new way that the food tastes?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'm willing to listen. I was already feeling it, Mr. Krabs, when I drank the first drink, so
Mr. Krabs, I'm not feeling that great.
Mr. Krabs, I think I had a little too much to drink. So that's more a down Sophie situation.
Yeah.
She's mumbling in her sleep about different things.
Sophie was like, she drank the first and was like, "Woo! I could drink you all under the table."
Yeah.
Again, that nat one was completely intentional.
Yeah.
Mhm.
100%.
Would you
But
be
yes,
upset if you had rolled a natural 20?
I would have.
You see the Lord calls on the head chef, and he, in his very corporeal self, walks up the few steps to the door of the Lord, and you see him leaning in and him answering, and then points towards you, Spirits.
Oh, that's good
Definitely a
because-
little drunk at this point in time, just goofy ass smile waving.
Just
That's
holding
good.
up the
Otherwise,
cup and
it-
greeting.
he goes to the king. He's like, "Oh yeah, that was totally all me. Yeah, I
Just raises his
discovered
cup
something
to him.
new."
But the night goes on as the feast, the proportion of the eating part of the feast ends. You hear music being played. You see dwarves starts dancing around bonfires that are lit.
Is this back outside or still
Do I
in the
manage
building?
to
It's
actually
still
dance
inside.
with them?
Is someone dragging Sophie with them, or is she still just abandoned there in the hall?
Just
No,
passed out
no,
at the table.
Eager hasn't forgotten then that Spears asked him to take responsibility of you. So he slings you over the shoulder and just
Yeah. She
keeps
is
you around
incredibly,
like
like-
a.
You don't even notice she's on there.
Did I
Yeah.
manage to dance a little with the dwarf before I go to bed? Pass out.
Roll me a performance to see how well you do, or else you pass out doing the dance.
Would it be
You-
at
you could-
disadvantage?
You could just wear Sylphie on his shoulder like a decoration.
Pass. Would it be at disadvantage because she's
No.
kind of hammered?
Her
No?
wings
No,
are
no.
like a cape to you.
11.
Could be worse.
Stop.
Stop moaning.
You do pass out, but that's after you have finished like 4 songs, while also sipping at a cup, that you finally passes out. At last.
She does a couple of pirouettes and then she just stumbles to the floor.
Off the dance floor into the crowd and just like too much jargo and laughter.
Fang's still drinking.
Yeah, he's like holding a ball between his paws, like a boss, just like slowly sipping and looking around him.
Just dipping his tongue in every now and then.
Yeah. And just keeping an eye out for anyone who attempts to steal the ball.
He starts growling whenever someone gets close to it.
Yeah.
Unless it's the server who is there to bring him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He knows the scent of the server now. He knows who he needs to trust.
It's like the only way they can take the bowl is if they give him a new one.
Yeah,
But they
the
have
only
to
way to
give him
take the
the-
ball is if the ball's empty.
They have to place the new one first before he
Yeah.
does anything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, some fingers will be missing.
Damn. The wolf's out drinking us.
Oh god, we gonna have the worst hangover next day.
Well, you might. Thanks for it.
Are there any others who are joining the dancing, so to speak?
I suppose I could.
Lift Sylvie across your shoulder.
Or do you put
You look-
Sylvie down, or you dance with her just hung over your shoulder?
You look very fabulous with your new wing cape.
Yeah.
Wing. I have a wing suit.
Yeah, as you
Yeah.
spin, just the wings just fly out.
Where did you get the
Yes.
link?
Oh, you're acting drunk as well.
Oh yeah. Oh great.
He's not like drunk at this point yet, but he can feel that he has had a
He's tipsy.
fair
Feeling great.
amount of booze. He's got the bus, so to speak. You barely are able to do a acceptable performance. You do an
What would that be called?
what is acceptable of a dance, so to speak.
What you are doing can be called a dance.
Yeah, everyone is enjoying it because you look ridiculous.
And because they're all hammered.
Yes.
Hey, at least he did a better job than Elena.
By one.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use a luck point.
Use it to roll
Are
lower.
you sure about that?
Yes.
Use it to roll lower.
I can't.
You can.
I mean, you can choose whatever you want when you use luck. You can choose the lowest if you want.
Do it, bitch. Do it, bitch boy. Roll lower.
There you
Choose
go.
the 12, not the 21.
Fuck you. I do what I want.
You take the 21 and you dance gracefully and impressively with some of the women who
Uh-oh.
join you in
And then
your
he-
dance.
You're not there.
You're not
Are
there,
these-
and this is a diplomatic mission. He's
I
allowed.
was gonna say, are these potential new, members of your harem?
Shut up. Just because I'm wooing ladies doesn't necessarily mean I'm getting involved with them.
No.
Avis squints in your general direction. She just feels it.
But the feast comes to an end late at night as people stumble back to their quarters.
Did we actually get quarters?
Now
You
we're just
get it,
thrown to
but-
the streets.
And in that case, is any-
Yes, you are being given quarters. As you return into like this set of chambers that are all connected into a main chamber, you see each of the adjacent chambers has a bed. Roll me a perception if you would.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Just him?
Well, the ones who are still awake, so to speak, not
Fair
passed
enough.
out drunk.
Right, right.
They seem to be made out of fresh wood. As
I was
in
gonna
they
say,
were made not long ago.
as all you guys are leaving, Fang comes out with you, but he's got a bowl in his mouth, and a full bowl.
And he just occasionally tips his head upwards.
You should take
Well,
that
he
back to
walks.
Riot and actually have him drink
Well,
a
yeah,
little bit of
as you walk off, he breaks off from you and comes back to me, but he's still got like the full bowl.
it. Let's go. He brought you some
My God.
booze.
Fang
Oh
is
no,
officially...
I'm not
Fair-
drinking. He wouldn't. One, he wouldn't give it to me, and two, I wouldn't drink it. So
Damn.
Fang is officially Russian.
He handles it
no,
well.
he's Irish.
Both.
He's a crossbreed.
Mm. There
no,
we go.
No. Fang is Russian. Claw is Irish.
An Irish-Russian mix.
Well, he's Irish and Aussie, so he gets a bonus to drinking.
Ah.
Yeah, he's actually guaranteed to roll a natural 20 every single time he makes a conversation.
That's true. Yeah.
That's actually how the description of the ability works. You know.
Aha. But you see that the beds are freshly made. Because they are in your sizes.
Is anyone carrying
Damn.
me in? Because I thought just sleeping on the dance floor.
I imagine Spears probably picked you up.
I would have tried to carry you back, yeah. Though drunk I may be.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Oh,
Oh,
rather,
you're gonna
oh
stumble?
yes.
Are you gonna stumble?
Roll to see where you end up.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
See who you pick up.
Roll to see where you end up, Spirits.
Okay.
You
What's
arrive back
what's
at home,
that
but you're not
roll?
holding
What roll am I making?
Roll me a d6.
A
You
D
say
get
you
that
say
from around the
where
floor.
you end up. Are you saying it's possible that he might take a wrong turn?
singular D.
You never know.
Where he
Perfect
wakes up.
6.
And he carrying me?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
What do you mean?
Rather, oh
Oh,
yes.
no.
Because if I at some point if I notice him stumbling off in the wrong direction, I'm just gonna be like,
You're
"Spears, this
too
way."
preoccupied carrying a half awake drunk bird.
You're a little busy. We'll let this play out how it plays out. I find these funny.
You go to bed.
Uh-oh.
In someone else's
Or he
house.
passes out.
I just wake up somebody
And
else's
that's
house. What the fuck happened? I don't think anyone wants to hear Spears' internal
Be
monologue, so
fun
we'll
to
worry
end
about
the
that later.
session here, and we just
Yes.
first
Yes,
next
we are
time.
ending session here. We will continue
Oh
on
my
next
God.
time.
I'm
Where
just
we will
gonna-
figure out where
Nice.
Spears wakes up and what happened.
Where'd
during
Spears
the-
go?
The night's
Uh-uh.
festivities.
I mean,
as far
technically,
as me and
Hey,
Sylphie
Paz,
goes, I'm
remember,
just
he
gonna
bring me.
yeah, I was gonna say it's weird. Lena wakes up as well.
yeah. As far as me
Me
and
Spears gonna
Sylphie goes,
Probably
I'm just
wake
gonna
up the same place because he was carrying me.
yeah. You guys wake up in the same place.
Well,
And
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna
unless he
put
put you down.
Sylphie- I'm
The
just
thing
gonna
is,
put
he could have
Sylphie
put
on
you
the
down
bed and-
somewhere.
Yeah. But guys, let me do the round-up thing.
Okay.
Yep.
And I would like to say thank you, dear viewers, for joining us here today, and thank you for whoever have supported us so far for now. And again, thank you guys for have join in and have this amount of fun we have. And I hope to see you all again next week, same time as always.
Check
Till
out the
this adventure-
YouTube channel.
That's true. Also remember to follow and subscribe if that's your choosing. All support goes to make sure that the stream and the channel will always be buffed up, so to speak, and potentially get some new surprises in the future. But till next time,
What?
bye bye.
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 Bye bye.
Bye.